Kia ora iti whanau, no mai, haere mai, and welcome in to round 5, north versus south of the NZNBL, rounding out your weekend hoops with the final game of this round. It's kind of cheating in the north versus south category. We went as south as we could go in the North Island, doing what we can. Maya Williamson here, joined by Lindsay Tate, the 7th, and we have Wellington Saints hosting the Franklin Bulls in Te Rauparaha Arena. Lindsay, we're out here in Porirua.
Porirua, yeah, it's awesome whenever the Saints get to, take that little drive up the highway and bring the game to a different part of the region at Te Rauparaha. So, yeah, it'll be a fun one tonight.
There are the standings. The Saints sit at 3rd. They are 4-1. A really impressive record, just the one loss to the Tuatara, and then the Bulls sitting at 7th. They are 3-3. So two really competent rapid league teams.
Yeah, and there's a lot of talent, in the sales roster that's starting, but also on the bench that comes in behind them, and we're lucky that we get to see them rock on a Sunday, on Mother's Day. Yeah,
happy Mother's Day to all our wonderful wahine out there. Would not have the game of basketball. In fact, wouldn't have anything without our mothers.
Not a single thing.
So to all watching at home, we love you and we value you. As per usual, take a look at the Saints starting 5. We have Gold, Muna, Chunga, Pilcher and Latu. Great to see the experience of Sam Gold in there, Lindsay.
Sam Gold, very experienced, for this level. And Aubrey Chunga, we were talking off air, I guess he's a year 13, really talented guard wing there, number 12 you see in the center of the screen, he'll be a fun one to watch. And Te Whanganui Atara rocking the old school black and yellow, look nice.
Classic Wellington colours. And then for the Bulls, Perry, Hughes, Kelso, Seville and Takaurangi. Just speaking off air as well about Takaurangi, he is an impressive one to watch.
Love his game and what he's about just as a young man and a human being, and it's been a pleasure to watch him grow from the secondary school space last year and transitioning over to the big boys this year.
There is your Chemist Warehouse head-to-head. Relatively similar in some of the categories. The Bulls conceding almost 40 points a game, probably not ideal in a rapid league setting.
You probably need to tighten up a little bit. That's a lot of points for 16 minutes, but they're also putting almost 39 points on the board, so not bad there. And at the bottom you see Hassan, he's been lights out. I believe you were saying he's in the running for MVP in the Rapid League right now, so look out for him. A local guard there, number 6.
Yeah, the uber talented product of St. Pat's Silverstream, 21 years old now. Let's take a look at our match officials. Hayden Pipe, Corey Hogan, Amy Clark, averaging 11.5 points, Muna, and posted a Rapid League 2026 best with 22 points against the Ears in the previous round. Sorry, in round 2.
I'm sorry if you caught me chuckling there. I just seen Brody Perry out here. They're rocking the county's Monaco colours, and he's also got on the headband as well. He looking like Jackie Moon out here.
You can always trust Corey. You can always trust Brody Perry, to have some sort of impressive something going on in the hair department. Used to be the mullet.
Right. And tough little finish there from Peyton Hughes. He got a shot blocked, but followed it up with a nice little runner. Great start for him.
He's been a really impressive part of this Franklin Bulls side the last couple of years. They're coming into his own. Nice first position here for the Saints, of course, playing in Te Rauparaha Arena, the Porirua this evening, and a good start for Aubrey Chunga.
Beautiful take there from Aubrey Chunga, just attacking Harry Kelso. He's another year 13 from Mount Franklin who's really talented. Two long wings there guarding each other. Just got him with the inside hand finish.
Peyton Hughes trying to go again. Great footwork. Won't drill it. It'll end up with Sam Gold. And here they go. Great matchup here, Gold and Takaurangi. Muna, a lot of attention given to him by Seville. Latu, it's ugly, but it somehow ends up with Pilcher, who cannot make it work, and there's that athleticism that we spoke about, Lindsay.
Your tie's always great on the board, just borrowing out space on the weak side and winning the rebound there. Love the pace that both teams are playing with here at both ends.
Seville, Perry, and he can surely get it done from beyond the arc. Gets his own rebound as well. Nice balance, but blocked away by Sam Gold. So good defensively is Sam Gold.
A great job of walling up there without fouling. Great find from Harry Kelso. Normally the read there is to go corner, but he found the wing. A great run from Sam Gold. Aubrey Chunga on the push. He'll get to the line here for a couple of free throws, just probing there in transition. And again, I believe he's a year 13 out of Hibs, Hutt International, really talented wing. He's got a bright future ahead of him, local product.
Yeah, he has really come through the ranks very quickly. Really was impressive in the, representative in school space. Got the New Zealand nod at the Oceania Cup last year with the Junior Tall Blacks. He's been playing for the New Zealand select teams earlier this year.
And a lot of success in the international space as well, which always helps at his age.
Can't make a count from the Chemist Warehouse, but they'll stay with possession.
There was a great job there from year 13, Darius Latu, just being active on the glass, and he won't get rewarded with any stats, but they'll get an extra possession because of it.
Nice inbound play. Beautiful from the Wellington Saints. Exactly what the doctor ordered.
Why did they not switch that?
Coach's nightmare over here, eh? Could see that coming
like
from a mile
big
away.
to big screen, yeah, come on. Little bit of comms there, okay. And he's got to put the little fin there, like he...
Get out my way.
Little offhand there, little chicken wing.
That's Brody Pierce special right there. As Muna just suffocated in the backcourt. A player of his caliber definitely going to get swarmed anytime he catches the ball.
You can see the scout is to pressure him. Hunter was just up there pressuring the ball, which is exactly what you want to do in a 16-minute game.
Speaking of pressure.
Yep, Peyton Hughes, same thing over here on the wing.
Really high ball. Hello and welcome to those joining us here on Sky Sports. Bit of a late start because of a great NBL game that came before us, the Tuatara and the Giants. We're just underway here in the Rapid League in Te Rauparaha Arena in Porirua. The Saints hosting the Franklin Bulls. They haven't missed much. Only 3 minutes of the game, so welcome in to all of those joining us. Lindsay, been a really back and forth start for both of these sides. No one really being able to find any kind of momentum or flow.
You're right, it's been very high paced the first 3 minutes here, but not a lot of points on the board. But they've been swinging a lot, which is great to see from both teams. Very young and energetic. I'm sure they'll settle down this last kind of 12 minutes of this last three quarters and start getting into some of their actions. Although the young got some kind of veteran type players in this Rapid League level now who've played 2-3 seasons.
You could definitely argue that case of Sam Gold.
Absolutely, he's been around for a little while now, Sam.
Yeah, he has.
Older brother Ben, standout collegiate career in the States for Marquette University.
Chris Tupu, long-time legend of the game here in Aotearoa as well.
Shooter. Luxury to have him for Coach Young as an assistant coach, a wealth of knowledge for the Saints. Great rotation there.
Also, Chris's wife, Tanya Tupu, is the head coach of the Tokomanawa Queens, the women's Tauhi professional team, as we have our first triple of the game by way of Zeke Utunuku. And gets the tip as well down the other end.
Yeah, another long athlete, Zeke Otonuku, and obviously can shoot that thing from the corner there, but showing his defensive ability as well. They have 12 seconds to play with here, the Saints, to end this quarter.
Chunga, nice find. That is great basketball unit. Kisses it off. He's averaging 35% from downtown, so no surprise that one found the bottom of the net. That
was a beautiful find. He got caught in the air looking for the roll man down low, Darius Latu, when the corner opened up, and just pinpoint accuracy. That was some Luka Doncic type stuff. If you're looking like that right there, just the subtle look off, hit him right in his shot pocket. That's exactly the type of stuff that scouts will be looking at if you're a young year 13 type player.
Yeah, definitely a massive future ahead for Aubrey Chunga. Has really taken Aotearoa by storm with his athleticism. Plays some serious minutes off the bench in the Sal's NBL as well. Provides a nice little injection of energy with the grown men.
You could see similar to Jackson Ball last year, even though they're high school physically, you probably wouldn't be able to tell that looking out on the court right now. If you didn't know his background, he looks like he's at least been out of high school for a year.
Yeah. And that is often the case, you know, people can be talented in rapid league, but the separators are the ones that can withstand that physicality and that pace once they're playing with the big boys.
Yeah, when you talk about transfer and every level you go up, you know, those windows just get half beat quicker and a half beat smaller to execute and get your stuff off. The athleticism starts to play in for sure at that level, and that's why at the NBA you're talking about some of the best athletes on the globe. What a play.
Oh, couldn't execute, but you said it best there, Lindsay. What a play.
Beautiful little play that they ran there. A little cross-court lob to the post, misdirection, and they got their best three-point shooter coming off wide open. Just someone opened the door, unfortunately.
And it's rare science for Peyton Hughes.
It is. He's lights out.
Yeah, 40% from the three-point line. Notorious for hitting the most threes in a rapid league game ever, I believe. He's 12 points away from 200 rapid league career points as well. There is your Sal's deal of the week, the large non pizza. You can scan that QR code or use online code SALSLAM26, 35 bucks a pop for a pizza. Get amongst that for your Mother's Day dinner if you haven't already. So what are you expecting here, Lindsay, for the next three quarters? Like you said, a lot of points being put on the board at the moment.
No, I do like the pace, though, that both teams are playing at offensively. And I do like the defensive pressure that the Bulls are putting up the court, and also kind of on those on-ball actions. So, you know, with a young, energetic team playing here in Porirua, I'd expect to see a little bit more of that here in the second quarter and the second half. But I'm sure they'll settle down and start knocking down some of these shots and executing a half beat better as well.
Really cool to see as well the Sal's NBL players jumping on the bench and providing a little bit of wisdom to the young guns. Yeah, you see Coach Aaron Young's right in there as well, providing knowledge. So I love that part about the Rapid League. The support from, you know, the likes of Carlin Davidson, a tall black at the back there, pumping you up a little bit, and also the head coach being invested. You know, they're not in the locker room with their headphones on. They're out participating, which is cool if you're one of the guys that give them a lot of bump during the week, especially in training. People talk about it a lot, but, you know, teams aren't successful without the whole 12-15. That's real. That's not smoke. Back underway here, Rapid League quarter two. And immediately starting off with the drive and a foul from young Aubrey Chunga.
I like that. Again, Peyton Hughes is growing. You know, he's been out of high school 2-3 years now, sits down and locks up. But Aubrey Chunga with a aggressive take there to get to the line.
And his last year at Hutt International Boys School, a product of some wonderful coaching by Jackson Stubbins. Zayliafa there in the background, back in the mix for the Sal's NBL.
Yeah, great to have Zay back. And you're right, Aubrey very lucky to have the likes of Jackson Stubbins and the Splash crew to learn off while he's been developing here in Te Whanganui Atara area. Jackson over in Japan right now?
Believe so.
Nice.
Yeah, really cool to see how many players and coaches are starting to take their talents overseas.
You're right. There's a lot of them. Paul Henare as well. Been picking his brain a lot recently.
I mean, what a place to move to as well. Japan.
Ooh.
Great move, Kelso. Lovely ball movement, gets it to Hughes. An uncharacteristic miss again for Hughes.
Oh, great
somehow,
hustle.
How did he even end up with that? That's impressive. I don't even know if he meant to do that.
Yeah, he just great hustle and sprinting straight back and running through the ball.
Perry won't connect on a triple.
Gold's been great on the boards early here as well, as you would expect. Muna controlling the pace. Oh, good hustle.
Again, putting a lot of pressure on Muna, trying to make his life as difficult as possible.
And I like that, you know, that Franklin got a lot of guards, you know, that can pressure the ball, and he's obviously been having a lot of success early in the piece, so why not get up the court and pressure him and make things difficult for him? Coach Reddish has obviously spoken on that previous to this and during the game.
The Sweet Boys doing their mahi.
Shout out to the brothers on the towels. anyone down there on the towels.
That was me. That was me
We
once.
appreciate you all. Likewise.
That was me once upon a time.
Miss them days.
Humble beginnings.
Get to hear all the trash talk.
Heck yeah.
Back in the day, a little bit different.
Marcus Whoopi ran into me one time, and I'm like 12 years old, almost near-death experience. Sam Gold there in the corner, that's what he does.
Yeah, beautiful shot there. Another corner 3 for the Saints, generating good looks from the corner. Highest percentage that you can get. It's a half beat shorter than everywhere else on the line.
Nice find,
Good
Seville.
find.
Yeah, great position there. But an extra spice on that
Yeah,
from
he said,
Brody
"I
Perry.
don't forget this left-hand layup. I want to hit you with that little MJ up and under.
Completely unnecessary, but still with him.
Elusive? What? Elusive? No, that's not it. He definitely doesn't look like a basketball, Mr. Perry, but he's a baller. That's the most. I'm trying to be respectful.
Yeah.
And like, ooh! And that is a crash right there from the young boy, just punching in on the tag there and just sat down on an Aubrey Chunga. Oh.
Nice finish from Seville. Really heavily contested. And there he is. Next play mentality. Next job, guarding Muna in the backcourt. Muna just tears that punch screen up. Finds Gold. Ooh. Lovely basketball.
Yeah, and even though he's being pressured right now, doing a great job of continuing to push the pace and not force it. And he will see crashing in on the boards. Aubrey Chunga just caught Brody a half beat late and sat down on a beautiful putback dunk.
Sam Gold at the Chemist Warehouse stripe. He's inserted back into the Rapid League squad with the return of Azaliafa, product of Tawa College. This is his 5th season with the Wellington Saints. Had a collegiate career at Milligan University. Great pass. Sam Gold right on cue once again. Puts the Saints out by 4.
Coach Killer there just giving up the O board on the free throw, which you never want to do, and giving up some easy points.
Still unsuccessful from beyond the arc. 1 of 9 now, the Franklin Bulls.
Yeah, uncharacteristically, you know, Peyton Hughes normally lights out, like we spoke about earlier in the first. Missed the wide open one, which you'll expect to fall if he gets any other open looks. Look like the Bulls are in the bonus here, getting called for the foul. So the Saints will shoot a couple.
Yes, of course. Only 3 fouls for bonus in Rapid League as opposed to 5 in the Sal's NBL. Sam Gold won't make it count. Chemist Warehouse Hoops and Schools program, a massive part of the Sal's NBL this year. Every made free throw contributing towards that tally. If you want to get in marks, you can scan that QR code for schools in Tasman, Canterbury and the West Coast. Just pop in your details and you could be in the mix. The Hoops and Schools program in conjunction with Basketball New Zealand.
Arthur Pilcher checking in real quick for Sam Gold. Well-deserved rest. Some good minutes here early.
Nice action there for the Franklin Bulls, and Hunter Seville so good when he gets downhill.
Yeah, and great little flash there from Ellis Bigger. You know, he's been moved to the second unit for Franklin, but real solid player. Obviously been around a little bit, experience in the ANBL as well. So you'll see him right here with the finish with the left. And obviously really big as well for the second unit to have him out there. Aesthetically, you can see he's a lot bigger than anybody on the court right now. Just
the injection of energy the Franklin Bulls needed. Chunga, watch out below. Another one for Aubrey Chunga.
See, Peyton was thinking about going there for a half second and thought better of it. Aubrey had too much of a run-up. He's got down that slot. And he looking great right now, that young man.
The minute he sees some space.
Here we go, little dribble pitch. Just turns the corner, no help. No chest in front. And,
just makes it look so easy.
It really does. Looked like nice. Mr. Sand last night from Palmerston North.
You got some real athletes in the South NBL this year.
The North Island got a lot of athletes, huh?
Yeah. South Island's got some talent. You know?
Okay, here we go. Here come the shots. It's just a joke.
Yeah. I'm from Canterbury, I can say that, you know?
Oh, nice take.
Yeah, great take from Zeke Otanuku there.
And he's looked good early on, showing his ability from the perimeter, finishing around the ring, defensively with deflections. Okay, got the Counties Monaco colours with a little bit of yellow in there. From the deep, deep south.
And they only trail by 1 now after that make from Otunuku, a chance to tie it all up and gets it to go. He's had a really healthy start off the bench. 5 points now. Sorry, mate, that's 6 points. Actually leads all scorers for the Franklin Bulls as you see a BNZ player timeout for the Wellington Saints. You can scan that QR code for your chance to win a ticket to this season's big games. Last position of the half for the boys in the yellow and gold.
A lot of time to play with as well. 14 on the clock.
Yep, what's the go here?
Get the ball to Aubrey Chunga.
Easy as that, eh?
I mean, Sam been looking good as well. I wouldn't be surprised if they want some kind of action to get to the ring, and if they can press the defense, they'll take anything that comes out of it. Here we go, same little action they ran on the other side, but they throw a screen into it. Great D there from Ty, just blowing that action up as well. A short clock to play with here to finish the half.
Yeah, well, it will go to Chunga, Lindsay, and he won't make a count, so we end the half all even Stevens, 18 apiece, after a nice little resurgence there from the Franklin Bulls. Here in Te Rauparaha Arena, Porirua holding it down for us this Sunday evening.
A fun half.
Yeah.
Real balance, a lot of young talent out there as well. Not to sound like a broken record, but Aubrey Chunga being pretty impressive. Not just the finishes at the ring, the intangibles.
Yeah, there are your Chemist Warehouse stats, and there's your guy, Chunga, 7.6 for gold, and then Zeke Otunuku for the Bulls been impressive as well.
He's great in limited minutes, and again, not just on the points, but watching him, as you know, his athleticism, his skill set, defensively, impressive.
Gold, Calso, and Chunga most notably putting work in on the glass. Perry around there as well. Una and Malatu. Una doing point guard things as well.
Yeah, and only one assist there for Bigger, but he only came in 2-3 minutes, but he really affected the game just with his size and his experience at this level.
And you were impressed with the work of Latu?
I was. He year 13 from down there. Again, a young high school student showing his worth out here. Peyton Hughes on the D, not just having the ability to shoot it from the perimeter.
Yeah, he's an impressive young man, Peyton Hughes, with the way that he can shoot that thing. So what can we expect for the second half, Lindsay? What are you expecting to see out of these two teams?
It's a great question. I mean, it was super balanced first half. You know, I do think defensively you're probably going to see a little bit more pressure from the Saints outfit than you did in that first half. You know, just the half beat more aggressive. For the Bulls, I like what they were doing a little bit more attack on the paint for them. You know what I mean? And if they keep getting those open looks, I'm sure they'll shoot them and knock them down. A little bit wayward in the first half for them right now.
Yeah, no team shooting specifically well. 2 of 7 for the Saints from 3 and 1 of 9 for the Franklin Bulls. They'll be looking to clean that up. Just the 1 made 3 from Otunuku.
Yeah, and again, you know, in these type of, in these times and in these type of games, you're going to get wide open looks from the 3. I think it's just about balance and collapsing the paint and getting penetration, whether it's through the pass or the dribble or the cut before you take those threes. Otherwise, you're just kind of playing into the defense's hand, getting stuck on the perimeter, firing it up when you're not hitting, which I'm sure Coach Redditch spoke about at halftime.
Well, we'll have a look, eh? We've got 8 minutes of basketball still to play. See how these teams adjust.
And right on cue.
Yeah, a perfect start to the quarter for the Franklin Bulls. Pakaurangi kissing that one off.
Great little corner cut there. That backside lost vision, and great penetration as well. Just playing the primary there, not getting caught up in the action, just playing what's in front of him, and beautiful penetration.
Una, great take.
Find.
Felt like almost the same kind of situation down the other end, but the Saints won't make it count. Give Bulls the chance in transition. Kelso, he's whistled for a foul.
He got lucky there. He was probably a half beat deep and got caught on 1 foot. Didn't have any counters, but maybe got fouled on the follow through. So it'll be baseline out of bounds for the Bulls here.
He's averaging 10 points a game, Harry Kelso, in Rapid League. Yet to score tonight. Been kept relatively quiet.
He's talented, Harry. Again, another, like Aubrey, you can see, tall, long wing. Kind of can shoot that thing and can get to the ring. Talented. At a Pookie High.
Another one out of Pookie High there, Perry.
He was kind of the first generation of Pookie High that recently had a lot of success in the, you know, the hoop scene and kind of pushed through into the Franklin Association space. Him and his brothers out there in Franklin.
There he is, gets the catch.
Again, love the pressure that they're applying on the ball and on these on-ball actions.
Great action. Couldn't finish it for Kelso. And Seville just too much the backcourt pressure against Munir.
And there was with the lip reading there, I think he was a little bit frustrated, as you would understand. He's been seeing a lot of pressure these first 8-9 minutes. And you'll also understand that from the Bulls, from a young man that's in the running for the MVP of the Rapid League. We got to get out here and put him under some heat.
Yeah, he'll be dangerous otherwise. The best score of the Rapid League this season for him is 26. That's the best of anyone in 2026. Right on cue, buries it from deep.
And again, wasn't even necessarily open there, you know what I mean? But still has the ability to fill it up. Just lined up his man and knocked down that three.
Saints lead by 1.
Brody Perry great at getting into those little gaps on the flashes when they're denying and being aggressive.
Make it count, Perry, and here come the Saints. Tipped away by Hughes, kept in bounce. But stolen back away by the Saints. Nothing pretty happening here at the moment. And it continues that way.
The rare triple turnover.
Neither team even cracked their free throw line. The Bulls finally get a possession out of it.
I mean, in a 4-minute quarter, you're going to play at pace, and there is a lot of youth out here right now, so you would expect there to be a few aggressive mistakes at times. And these are part of the learnings of playing in the Rapid League, transitioning up into the cells. Ooh.
Foul whistled against, was that Perry?
It was, and again, you can see there Hassan just kind of imposing his will on the game right now.
Every free throw made across the Rapid League and Sal's NBL this year is a chance to add to the Chemist Warehouse Hoops and Schools tally. And there is that replay foul. Terry just getting his hands in there. You can scan the QR code and pop your details in for any schools in Tasman, Canterbury and the West Coast.
He just felt like he had a speed advantage in transition and attacked. Heard the beat, put it up on the ring, get a couple of free throws for you. Oh, great job by Pilcher there.
Oh, that's elite stuff from Arthur Pilcher.
It really is, and that is the stuff that transitions up into the cells, and that's why he gets minutes there. Again, doesn't show up on any stat sheet, but he'll get an extra position for his crew.
A Hutt Valley boy is Arthur Pilcher, born and bred. Nice little fading shot there for Blackmore.
Perry on the boards again. See Harry Kelso on the push, another wing that has the ability to play forward facing, just like a guard. Great little find there.
Big boy move there from Brody Perry as well. Gets himself up to 6 points.
Another kind of back corner cut there. Just got to be aware of the vision on the baseline, both teams. Losing sight a little bit. Good find.
Woo! Bit of a hospital pass there from Peyton Hughes. Zeke Otunuku putting in some really nice work here for the Franklin Bulls. And just again, too much physicality on Munir. Seems to be a pretty hard task to stop him.
You've got to be aware of the foul count there. Again, 3 in the Rapid League will get you to the line, and don't want to foul unnecessarily. Again, love the pressure, but smart pressure. Just guard your yard, find your distance. And especially with Hassan, you know, a guy that can fill it up quickly. You've seen him get 5 points already in this quarter. The ability to get another couple here without really working for it. So just tighten up on that one if we the Bulls.
Munir, 21 years old. He, like you mentioned pre-game, out of St. Pat's Silver Stream. He has played for the Saints the last couple of years. His best game was 13 points in 2025 against the Jets in Rapid League, and he's really exploded to a whole nother level in 2026. Up to 9 points on the evening.
We've seen Caslow Evans Jr. was kind of in that role last year, and with him vacating to Manawatu. Where one door closes, another one opens, and Mr. Muniz stepped right in and showing his worth. Sam Gold's been great on the boards, as you would expect for the Saints. And Aubrey Chunga get it to Hassan to finish the quarter here. Short clock, up 1.
The final play of the third quarter here. Who do they go to? None other than Aubrey Chunga. He's hard to stop. Perry whistled for the foul. Chunga to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. We'll take another look at that one.
Beautiful little play there.
It was nice.
A little dribble, pitch dribble, handoff, and just slipped it straight through. But that was a great find from Muna. Was that with the left? Offhand?
I think it might have been, yeah,
Okay.
I think you're right. Real point guard thing, you know. Appreciating the way that
Subtle, sorry to basketball
No,
nerd
love
out
that.
on you there.
I love that.
We'll have 3.5 to play with here, the Bulls, off this free throw.
Chunga good on second from the Chemist Warehouse, and it's a final heave for Brody Perry, and connects on the buzzer.
I was honestly about to say they had a foul to give, but I didn't want to be that basketball nerd guy again, and it bit them.
And there it is, off the back of that, Brody Perry triple, all tied up here in Tino Paraha Arena. So an exciting 4 minutes ahead. Perry can't wipe the smile off his face. Let's have another look at it, eh? It would be rude not to. He's a fan favourite, Brody Perry. Celebrates, gets the chest bump, and then gets the classic basketball celebration. Jumps up and bumps shoulders.
Just fell asleep there for the Saints, unfortunately, off that free throw for Aubrey at the end of the third. Gave up that 3. Again, that's another learning that they'll take away, but tied up for the last 4 minutes here. Exciting. Zeke was 6. Brody was 6 when he finished with that 3. Aubrey's already got 7. Hassan with 9, and Sam Gold was 6 as well. So a few points on the board for just 12 minutes of play.
Yeah, Sam Gold with 6 rebounds as well. A steal and a couple of blocks. All stats brought to you by Chemist Warehouse, the official stats partner of the Sal's NBL. Chunga, 7 points, 3 rebounds and 2 assists, contributing nicely. Probably, I'd like to see a little bit more out of Tai Pakaurangi. I mean, he plays a nice role within this Bulls squad, but when he explodes, he explodes.
He does kind of play within himself. He's pretty smooth, but for sure one that I think can impose himself a little bit more on the game. You've seen Hassan do it here in this third quarter. He's getting pressured a lot, but just kind of pressing the issue in a good way to help his group. I think Ty's got the ability to do the same thing.
Muna just loses the handle to start things off in the final quarter here.
Love the way that Peyton's working to pressure the basketball. Great find.
Oh,
oh Lord.
Up to 3
You like
dunks.
that? Okay.
Up to 3 dunks.
Just down in the dunker spot there, a little duck in, and off the spot, Lena.
Seville, lovely. Just couldn't get the finish.
Oh, good tap by Sam Gold as well to get that position for his group. Hassan probably could have kicked that ahead to Arthur, and they would have hit the 2-on-1.
We'll take another look at that Aubrey Chunga.
Beautiful
dunk.
find. And beautiful little duck in there from Aubrey. A lot of youngsters make the mistake of kind of staying or almost going to the 3-point line. He ducked right into the empty spot that was vacated and got himself a dunk, which was beautiful. A beautiful pass and beautiful finish.
Yeah, put himself up to 11 points with that one, Aubrey Chunga.
Yeah, we're going to see him play in the NCAA. Great find.
Lovely basketball being played here by the Wellington Saints.
Little short roll there as well, and Aubrey Chunga showing his ability to not only score but facilitate. Great finish there from Darius Latu, year 13. D. I don't know, was that a D or just a poor pass?
Oh, that wasn't, oh no, I was about to say that wasn't a poor pass, but then it was.
Great run. He probably could have put that at the ring.
Yeah, that man is probably athletic enough to jump up and catch it. Nevertheless, the Bulls With another position here. They trail by 4, yet to score in this quarter.
Stay extended, or they'll extend their defense here a little bit, the Saints. Arthur Pilcher, always love his energy when he plays.
Kelso takes a baseline.
Nice. Oh, good find.
Love it!
That was beautiful too. He had Peyton in the corner and kind of the almost subtle fake and hit that slot cut for bigger for the dunk. That was beautiful. Similar to the pass that Aubrey threw in the first half. Real high-end plays from this young talent. Oh, man.
Yeah,
well, that pass too was crazy.
Lindsay's a big fan of what's going on right now. And fair enough, too. Both squads playing some really nice basketball at the moment, Lindsay.
And straight away, you know, Ellis Biggers come into the game, previously starting a lot for the Bulls and just imposed himself with his size on the O boards and extra possessions.
Also just rims out on the triple. Bulls doing a great job fighting for the offensive rebound. I believe that will go against Otunoku. We'll take another look at that dunk from Bigger.
And great cut as well. He just pulled right in behind to that space that had been vacated at the top of the smile.
Just under 2 minutes left to go in this one. It's been an exciting rapid league game, to say the least. Some high-quality basketball being played. Hughes opts to go against Chunga, draws the foul.
That is a tough finish there from Peyton Hughes, and as a smaller guard, he did exactly what he's supposed to do, attack the taller, longer, more athletic wing and got into his chest, extended out, beautiful finish off the glass, and he'll get to the line here to give his group the chance to go up 1. Beautiful finish.
Born and bred Franklin boy. He's been with the Bulls since 2023 and was a product of Pukekohe High School. Him and Brody Perry, the leaders of that team that qualified for the secondary school nationals for the first time in 2023.
Probably had Aubrey in the corner there, Sam. Just got a half beat deep, and there's Ellis with another, you know, rim protect and board. Ooh, it's too open.
Yeah, nice look for Peyton Hughes there.
Yeah, that's a free throw for Peyton Hughes, and so they got a little bit lost on that interaction there. The Saints, no comms. Got a chance here with a stop to push it to a 2-position game. The Bulls, big position for the Saints.
Muna attacks on Hughes.
Great
somehow
finish.
gets the finish. Beautiful stuff.
Similar to kind of feisty, stocky guards there, but Hassan just getting to that left. Beautiful finish. Ooh.
Oh, picked
Snuck
his
up on him.
pocket.
Throw it up.
Pilcher, here we go. Lays it up. Look, little humble layup for Pilcher. Extends the lead.
Mr. Pilcher, always in there being a pest and defensively active.
Nice back cut from Seville, but too much on it from Peyton Hughes.
You can almost thought he was over-aggressive there, but just from being active, forced the turnover. And here you see, snuck up on Harry Kelso, picked his pocket. You said the little humble lay.
Yeah, a little humble lay. Lead by 1, the Saints, a chance to extend it here. A couple of possessions left inside this one. Chunga, really good so far. Pilcher, Blackmore floats it up. Won't go in. Latu on the board. And it'll stay Saints' position. Putting in a real effort on the offensive glass is Darius Latu. We'll take a look at that.
That was awesome from Darius Latu there, you know. He doesn't get in there and fight for that. Franklin's basically coming down with the opportunity to win the game. Just off that energy. Gets his team an extra possession here. They'll have 14 to play with off the baseline out of bounds. 28 on the clock altogether.
Oh. Chunga did a good job to keep that one in bounds.
Space here and play off a little high wing on ball for Aubrey.
Nice
Great
find to Blackmore in the corner. Won't sink it. And it'll be Franklin Ball's position. Finally one comes up with him. So a chance here, Lindsay, to go out in front and potentially seal the game altogether for the Franklin Bulls.
Yeah, what are we doing here? We going for a quick one, or we gonna go for the last shot on the road and win it?
Hey, you're the coach, man. You tell me.
I'm probably going to try and score as quickly as possible, to be honest with you.
Well, they've used their BNZ player timeout. Your chance to win a ticket to the big game. You can scan that QR code for your chance to win tickets to this season's game. Just pop your details in there for your sport group, school group, community group. Come along and see an NBL game. So they'll have just the 14 seconds because it will be advanced to front court.
We're going to attack the paint heavy and look to get and ones. And if we get any wide open kickouts, we'll take them as well. And heavy tags, crashes on the boards. And then we're going to back our defense to get stops at the other end because we're in the bonus. Bulls still have one foul to give, Maya.
There's that coaching hat on from LT. Tupu doing the same at helm of this Saints group. Here we go.
See, Bigger got a big advantage here. Could have just ducked him into the smile. Oh, that's not a catch.
6 to go on the shot clock. Kelso's going to make something work. Blocked away by Chunga. Who else? He's been the man of the hour.
Yeah, a little bit of a clunky play there for Franklin, and Harry Kelso would probably be able to get that off against a lot of other guys in the league, but Aubrey Chunga, something different there. Great rim protection. Comes across on the last, or the weak side help there, left his man, and beautiful timing to stay clean on it.
And to essentially seal the game for the Wellington Saints.
And he kept the ball in play there as well.
Yeah, so there was a foul given up by the Franklin
like
Bulls.
Bill Russell stuff right there.
They'll use their BNZ player timeout. Again, scan that QR code for your chance to win a ticket to the season's big games. Second on the clock. Saints lead by 1.
This is the rare occasion where having a foul to give hurts you.
We're just talking about it.
We have to get a steal and a heave all in one motion here if we're the Bulls. If we are the Saints, we ain't throwing nothing towards halfway. We might just throw it in the air towards the middle of the keyhole. How about that?
Not a bad option, but that'll do, and that's all she wrote for a tightly contested Rapid League game. The Wellington Saints, by way of an Aubrey Chunga block, seal the deal in Porirua. Just a 1-point game. Printed punches all 16 minutes, these two.
Yeah, pretty exciting, you know, exciting game, and just to see the level of talent that's coming out of Aotearoa, a lot of young talent that's coming through there. Fun game to watch, and excited for the Sal's game that's about to come up real shortly as well.
Some standout performers across the board. Una ended leading all scorers, but some great contributions across the board, Lindsay.
Yeah, Gold was great, you know, scoring and also on the boards, but Aubrey Chunga, one that stood out for me, you know, at both ends of the court. And even in between, rebounding and in trans with his pace. There's Gold with those six boards. And Bigger might have played 4 minutes and got 4 boards. He came in straight away and made an impact.
Yeah, he'll be a valuable addition in the Sal's NBL rotation. It's kicking off just after 6 o'clock here on Sky Sport. Some playmaking from all 4 of those gentlemen.
You see Chunga and Kelso wings with the ability to get 3 assists in Rapid Leagues, pretty impressive. And Harry Kelso with a couple blocks as well. Sam Gold on the blocks and the steals. Peyton Hughes, 3 steals. You'll see that he was out there pressuring the ball the whole game.
Well, a balanced performance there for Sam Gold, who we'll see much of in the Sal's NBL. So make sure you don't go anywhere. A very exciting matchup coming up here in Tiro Paraha Arena, Porirua. We'll see you very shortly. Kia ora iti whānau, no mai haere mai, and welcome in Sunday evening hoops for your Sal's NBL. We're in round 5, the North versus the South, although this is kind of North versus North. You know, we're making exceptions over here in the Sal's NBL. Tiro Paraha Arena, Porirua, hosting us this evening. Maya Williamson and Lindsay Tate joins me for your Mother's Day hoops. I want to start this one off by saying Happy Mother's Day to all our wonderful wahine toa up and down the motu who make everything and anything possible.
Absolutely, Maya. Tui Tate, Brookie Tate, love you all. Thank you for everything. All the mothers, all the mother figures out there for carrying us for 9 months, feeding us, supporting us, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. We appreciate you. We love you. Hope that you're kicking back, enjoying this game right now.
Put your feet up. Have some wonderful mothers in our Sky Sport commentary team as well. Crystal Lidge-Walker and Taylor Johnson. So shout out to you all. There is the YourShout.vote who will win poll. Saints favourites at the moment, 63%. You can scan that QR code. I mean, given their talent, Lindsay, that's probably not an unfair call from the fans.
Yeah, at home at Te Rauparaha and Porirua and a very talented outfit, it's a fair call, but you know, watch out for the Bulls. They're hot right now and they got some talent as well, so it's going to be a good one.
There is your Sal's NBL standings, and after a nail-biter of a win over the Giants a couple of hours ago, in fact, an hour ago, the Auckland Tuatara have gone out in front. They are number 1 on the table. There you can see the Saints and the Bulls, one after the other, 5th and 6th, both with 3 wins apiece and just one less game for the Wellington Saints. Here's the other side of the ball. Waikato Jets dropping that game to the Southland Sharks yesterday evening. An unfortunate one. And take a look at the games upcoming this week. The Bulls, a quick turnaround going back home against the Jets. And how about that Thursday evening game, the Sharks and the Tuatara? Got to be looking forward to that, Lindsay.
Yeah, that'll be a fun one down in Invercargill. 2 teams that are doing great right now, so looking forward to that one.
Fine, the Jets, and then Saturday kicks off in Hawera. The Ears with the Saints.
Yep, taking it out to the, you know, to the communities on the motu, so beautiful to see.
So a big game ahead, as we said. Saints are 3-2. They're coming off a big win against the Taranaki Ears, and the Bulls coming off 2 back-to-back wins. They have Carter, Boyd, Anderson elevated into the starting lineup. Witt and Robinson. A nice rounded out starting 5.
Yeah, Kale Robinson, they've welcomed him back from overseas, and he's been great slotting in. Zion Anderson getting the nod today, but Carter Witt leading the league in assists. He's the one that'll be leading from the front for the Bulls this evening. Yeah,
10.2 assists per game. Carter Witt, we caught up with him earlier today.
Carter, the Bulls are riding a 2-game winning streak and continue to dominate on the glass and dangerous from deep. But your league-leading facilitation has always played a part. How do you see your role for the Bulls resurgent, and how you can impact the game against the defending champs today?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it is just making plays, with taking what the defense gives me and reading the pick and roll coverages. And we got good players to make plays, so a lot of it's just kind of seeing what the game brings and getting off the ball and getting those guys shots.
Carter, looking at the Saints, who feature with the league-leading offense scoring over 100 points per game, what areas do the Bulls need to limit their effectiveness to grab your 3rd consecutive win?
I think the biggest thing with them, they're a super talented team, and it's going to be just kind of keeping them out of transition, because if they get out and run, they're going to be hard to beat, so that's the biggest thing.
100 points per game the Saints are averaging. That is going to be hard to stop for the Bulls.
Yeah, it's obviously a blatant emphasis point. You know, the Saints have got so much firepower, and they're putting, you know, triple digits on the board every time out, so they're going to have to stop them in transition tonight if they want to have a chance.
Now a star-studded lineup for the Wellington Saints. Davison, Ingram, Liafa back from injury, his 2nd game back in the lineup. Alea and Pepper, who is 2nd in the league in scoring. I mean, it's just talent at all 5 spots, Lindsay.
Yeah, it's awesome to see Isaiah Liafa back healthy and, you know, playing in the league. He's one of my favorites. And Carlin Davison, we were talking off air, you know, he's just growing every single year, and he's a triple-double walking right now, and he's about to pop. He's right on the cusp of something special, Carlin, so one to watch for.
Someone else to watch, Dante Ingram, averaging 14.5 points per game, 4.5 rebounds, almost 3 assists, and shooting it at 45% from the field. He's no stranger to this league, was with the Giants in 2021, and we caught up with him earlier today as well.
Dante, the Saints have regained form over a two-game winning streak after a bit of a hiccup. What have you seen in Wellington's play that has improved the form and results of late?
I think our chemistry's grown over the last couple of weeks. I think coming into shape, getting Zay back, and just getting that practice time, I think we really needed it. So just being connected on the defensive end and obviously just stranded on offense and just playing fast. So.
Looking at the Bulls, who are coming in confident after a two-game winning streak of their own, and have been excellent on the glass and shooting the ball from deep, how can the Saints counter their strength in this area as you're trying to protect home court?
I think it starts with guarding your yard. They play fast, they crash the glass hard on both ends. So controlling the glass, no second chance points, and then not getting sucked in on those drives. So everybody fanning out on those drives.
Thank you.
Guard your yard. Love that from Dante Ingram.
I talk to my youngsters all the time about, finding your distance and sitting down and guarding your yard. So for someone of his caliber to be talking about that, it's awesome. And also you could hear him, preach on, obviously, the scout from Coach Young has been to take care of the boards. Low-key, I seen that today when I was looking at the stats. Franklin, league leaders on the boards and basically in every category. So if the Saints want to take care of business tonight, they're going to have to be real good with that.
Franklin Bulls first in offensive rebounds at 16 a game. They're averaging 15 second chance points. That's a very impressive stat, Lindsay.
It is, and again, it was kind of like, okay, there's nobody that's necessarily got huge numbers on their own, but as a collective, they've been really solid in that, and it's given them a chance to stay in games.
There's your Chemist Warehouse head-to-head. So we mentioned the Saints' scoring ability. The Bulls not far behind at 95 points a game. Probably not the two greatest defensive teams in the league with 93 apiece, and then that matchup to watch is a big one. Carlin Davidson was spoken about, but Jace Carter, one of the league's best scorers and rebounders, a matchup nightmare.
Yeah, them two right there, athletes that have also got a skill set to match, so that's going to be a fun matchup. And those statistics right there are kind of what we're seeing a lot around the league. Teams aren't struggling to put numbers on the board, they're struggling to get stops. So I'm looking forward to, as this league starts to tighten up, the teams that lock down defensively are probably the ones that are going to start to separate themselves from the pack.
Match officials today, Callum Welch, Hayden Pite, and Corey Hogg, as the atmosphere starts to build here in Porirua. The Wellington faithful, that guy on your screen, Elijah Pepper, been absolutely lighting it up, coming off the back of a 36-point performance against the Ears. Pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah, he nice, Mr. Pepper. He averaged double digits in the ANBL. He's a boomer. The Saints, they're historically known for getting studs as imports, and he's one of them. So he's fit right into this group, and what a luxury to have Isaiah Liafa back in the backcourt with him, a tall black and a boomer leading your outfit.
You can just feel the energy in here, Lindsay, starting to build. This is an excited crowd putting it on out here in Porirua.
Right, Te Rauparaha Arena. I think of the late, great Willie Taurima, who was very influential in, getting that facility there, bringing it to that region. And it's beautiful that the Saints can get, the crew out there and grow the game, and that people are filling up the seats. So that's really cool to see. Shout out Willie. I used to drop his name all the time to try and sneak in there and get some shots up without paying that little $5 entry fee. How the Hoopers do it.
Classic.
Oh, Mr. Ingram got on some nice Kobe's right there.
Like reflective.
Yeah, them paychecks must be good down in Wellington now, huh? Shout out the Mills whānau as well, putting one of, if not the best outfits historically all time out there for the community. Nick Senior. Geordie Mills holding it down.
Doing the most, and what a great organisation the Wellington Saints are. And they will have first possession of the ball game here this evening. Liafa, so good to see him back out there. Such a veteran of this game now, but we've started off with a moving screen. Elijah Pepper, can't believe it.
You see there, they'll use Elijah Pepper as a screener a lot because you can't help off him. If you do, you're giving up a shot for a guy that, when we looked at, he's averaging 10 plus 3-point attempts a game.
Yep.
So, you know, look for a lot of, you know, screening actions. You see that with Steph Curry a lot in the Golden State team as well, just using him as a screener because you can't help off him.
Carter immediately getting to work, but like you mentioned, some nice defense from the Saints. Both teams unsuccessful in their first offensive possession. Great pass. Wow, where'd that ball go?
And practicing what he preaches there, just sitting down and guarding his yard early on. Dante Ingram, he locked his base in, and that was great D, because Jace Carter, he's tough in the post.
Yeah, he's the third leading scorer in this league, Jace Carter. 24 points a game, following Ruben Tarangi and Elijah Pepper. Also the two highest assist makers in Witt and Davison, respectively. Here he is right on cue, Witt. Robinson can't nail the triple. Big boy rebound there from Alir. He's head on the way down. Gives Callum Welch a thumbs up. We'll take another look at that, this angle, and then, yeah, just being held on the way down. Believe that actually might have been on Zion Anderson.
It was a pretty good battle, but just got him with a little hook there. Got called for it. A little bit of extended pressure here from the Bulls. Off the dead ball. Nice reject.
Down the lane, all too easy, but couldn't get the finish. Missed the bunny.
Great take from Zay. I heard him talking about it at the end of his last game. You know, still working after an extended period to find his legs, which is natural after being off for 4 or 5 months. Great rebound and push here. Plus he lost it, pushed it past the camera. He was going so fast.
Davison.
Great find.
Yeah, great find. Ingram thought about it. Liafa from the car park. Oh, welcome back.
And that's one thing you can do when you're injured. Shoot a gang load of spot up shots.
Can't blame the guy. Witt in control of this Bulls offense.
Good D.
Downhill on Pepper. Too easy for Carter Witt. Opens the bank account for the Franklin Bulls.
It was good D, but just did a better job of creating that space when he squared up and finishing off the glass. That's a great matchup there, Witt and Pepper.
And that's some great defense, Anderson, but better offense from Dante Ingram.
Yeah, I thought he had the lane there, but just a little snatch back, get into his mid-range pull-up package. Got a little post look there.
Witt just decides to pull it instead.
Great rebound.
Yeah, Alir doing some serious mahi on the boards to kick things off. Now this is dangerous scenes. Pepper, ball in hand.
You can see
nice.
that
Great
he's going to make a living doing this right here, ducking in for dunks with all these scorers around, getting on the boards, being a great screener. You can see why Coach Young has got Alir out there, and he's been real effective early on here. 7-2 to the Saints.
Early 7-2 lead.
Looks like Ellis Bigger's going to check in here to combat some of the size of the Saints early on for the Bulls. Carter Witt, good look, just rims out. Cale Robinson on the boards.
Yeah, there's that presence on the offensive glass. Lindsay, another second chance point. Robinson a little bit ginger to get up.
Looked like he got a little tweak on that right ankle when he came down. And
how about that answer for the Wellington Saints? Ingram in the corner, a hot start for the import.
Yeah, they're not waiting to see if he's okay there. The Saints just off the make, pushing it straight back down for the corner three. Darren Boyd right back at you. Will come up short. Love that kick ahead there from Ingram to...
Nice defense from Witt or Boyd, just getting and disrupting Davison in transition. Frustrated with the physicality.
You can see, though, the pace of the game already favoring the Saints, Maya. You know, if the ears have been talking all pregame about slowing them down in transition, and that was just straight off the glass, 1-2 dribbles to the ring, so they're going to have to tighten up early here.
Rebound from Boyd.
Great D from Isaiah.
Yeah, suffocated in the backcourt. Robinson doesn't need time or space. Ingram.
Like what I've seen from Ingram early on. Again, great shape. Great cut.
Yeah, great basketball from the Saints. Oh, the behind the back even.
Harlem Globetrotters action. Davison
gets the up fake on Carter. Won't get the M1, but a lovely position from the Wellington Saints.
And smart play there from Carlin Davison, just probing, and he heard the little peep from the whistle there, and as any smart player will do, just puts it up at the ring, gets the little continuation there to get the free throws instead of it being a baseline out of bounds. Jordan Hunt checking in here for the first time.
Davison at the Chemist Warehouse stripe. He's averaging 14 points per game, 7.5 rebounds and 9 assists. Second in the league in assists and fourth in steals as well at 2.6. Playing a healthy 30 minutes. Transfer after 5 years at the Taranaki Airs. Lindsay has made the trip down south and it's been really good for him.
I've really loved to watch his growth. You know, watch Carlin all the way through high school as one of the better athletes I've ever seen come out of the country. To be honest with you, he was there around the same time as Tafara was in school, and those two are crazy if you remember them. But just to watch his growth as an individual, as a person, as a player, his skill set, his IQ, it's been awesome, and sky's the limit for Carlin. Sam Gold checking in. Just finished having a solid Rapid League performance and helping the Saints get over the line earlier.
Probably the best word to describe Sam Gold is just solid.
Solid.
Solid at all times, just solid.
And what a great word to be described by. Like,
absolutely.
hey, that guy was solid. I'd love that description.
Ingram been pretty solid to kick things off as well. He's already up to 7 points. The 29-year-old out of Chicago. He's been in the South NBL before with the Giants in 2021. Almost a nice pass from Witt. Somehow gets it back. Boyd now finds Elijah Pepper, actually. Pepper, I thought he might pull that. No, pulls that one. Yes, sir, Elijah Pepper. What else? And a massive start for the defending champions. The Franklin Bulls need answers.
And by the letter of the law, not necessarily a high percentage shot, but if you've watched Elijah Pepper play, that's exactly how he plays. You know, he's uber aggressive. He can really shoot that thing, and that's just exceptional individual basketball right there. It's not what I'd be teaching my high school kids to do.
He is a phenomenal basketball player, Elijah Pepper, and yeah, really like no other. So young guns at home, if you're watching, appreciate, but maybe don't emulate.
Hey, but hey, if you build yourself to be that nice, go ahead.
Go
you know
ahead,
what I mean? You will get the green light to do that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, yes, make sure that you build it first.
How many young boys do we see do that in transition?
Ooh, there's a few of them now in 2026. You know, the Jordan generation used to be trying to dunk on everybody. The Steph generation, they trying to show you how many crossovers they can do and how far from the hoop they can shoot. And Coach Green, they're doing what he does best, politicking the brothers in the stripes.
Just having a friendly
just to
conversation.
let them know that it's probably time to give us some calls. And keep things interesting.
Yeah. That's a great way to say it, LT. We'll see what the Bulls can come up with here out of the timeout. A massive start for the Saints. Everything going right on their end. Just the 4 points in 4.5 minutes. For the away team.
You're right, man. Danger signs for the Bulls. They've only got one foul to give as well before they're in the bonus, and there's 5 minutes gone in the quarter here.
Carter.
Oh, good catch.
Nice. Boyd can't open his bank account again. A nice late contest from
great kick
Akeecha Lear. Hunt, so efficient. Finds Pepper. Uh-oh. Just short on the triple, Elijah Pepper.
Can see from the Saints, there's just no resistance for them in transition right now. They're just running relentlessly. Bulls are going to have to tighten that up to have a chance here and keep it close.
Moving screen there for Bigger. He just shuffled his feet a little bit too early, unfortunately, and that offensive drought continues for the Bulls.
And it's a tough call to make, but I actually thought that was a tough call because Sam kind of shot the gap and he was the one that made the contact on that interaction there, but the Bulls will get called for the foul. When it rains, it pours.
That's the one.
See Leafi checking back in, but a couple minutes blow.
Pepper so good downhill as well as a threat from perimeter. I mean, how do you even guard this guy?
That's what makes it tough, because his first two shots are kind of like rock you in transition, pull up threes, then all of a sudden he just aggressively turns the corner, and he's kind of got that stocky bowling ball build to him as well. He just barrels down there and he's tough. He's real tough.
That's a great way to describe him. The Australian out of Victoria.
I say all these things respectfully too, Maya. You know what I mean?
Of course.
I'm not, yeah, he is nice. Really like watching him play. I don't know about the shoes though. They look crazy.
He can do what he wants. If you like
you're right.
Am I right?
You can score like that, man. Wear whatever you want.
Yeah, he's played the last 2 seasons in the NBL for the Perth Wildcats. Made his Australian Boomers debut against the Tall Blacks in 2025. Not to mention the absolute blinder he put on in NBL 1. He was averaging upwards of 40 points per game, which is just absurd. Nice pass, Witt. Boyd dancing with Davison. Back to Witt from deep. It's way off, and the drought once again extends for the Bulls.
Just really clunky right now for the Bulls, not to point out the obvious, but just getting stuck on the perimeter, playing a lot above the free throw line, east-west. Would love to just see them get aggressive north-south and just get to the paint, put some pressure on the ring and the referees, just like that right there.
Just poetry in motion from Elijah Pepper.
Tough little front foot stop into the reverse pivot for the fadeaway.
What can you do?
No, nothing. Hope he misses.
Nice
Or,
first to the
you know
floor.
what, at this end, again, just play with a little bit of pace and aggression. You're kind of playing into their favor right now. Like, Elijah isn't having to work on defense a whole lot, so let's at least attack him at this end and tire him out a little bit.
Yeah, don't let him preserve energy for offense, because you're going to get absolutely torched if that's the case.
No one really looks like they're getting tested defensively for the Saints right now.
Take another look at that. Just the 2 big men getting to the floor. That's what you love to see.
Love that. First to the floor gets rewarded.
And then Davison getting in the mix. Our Tau boys doing their job.
You see that from Pepper too. He a competitor. He chippy, and I love that about him. You know, he in the middle of everything, and that's exactly. Not gonna lie, that's the type of player that I attract to. The guy that's in the middle of everything.
I love it. I love it. Oh, and the competitive nature of the game.
He is walking towards the smoke. He's not running from it.
I mean, when you're that guy, you can do that, right? Great take,
take.
Carter. Block Davidson. No, it's a foul. It helps him up. Oh, nice to see Jace Carter now involved in the offense. They needed that.
I love that. They ran that little kind of Iverson cut across the free throw line, and he was just aggressive. You could see he'd made his mind up that he was going to get something going, and rightfully so. If you're the import and we got 4 points on the board with 3 minutes on the clock, you need to start doing something.
Thank you. Especially if you're the 3rd highest scorer in the league. That's Jace Carter, trailing Ruben Tarangi and Elijah Pepper, averaging 24 points a game.
He's been great early on, and he's been on the boards as well. He's really helped this group, so I'm sure you'll see him get more aggressive as the game goes on. 10
rebounds a game, Lindsay, just on that. Yeah, he's 5th in the league in rebounds overall, 2nd on the offensive glass. Speaking of which, the Bulls come up with another one. Boyd has all day to lock, load, and connect.
And that's what's been keeping them in the game the whole season, the boards, and they get on the O boards there. Darren Boyd will get rewarded with the corner 3. But at the other end, they just leaking points in transition, even off made 3s.
Nice. Darren Boyd, lovely in transition the other way. Leafa upset about something. Nevertheless, Elijah Pepper just wants to play some basketball.
I think they were calling for the delay of game. Another turnover for the Saints here. A couple sloppy possessions.
Nice, not sloppy from the Franklin Bulls though. Nice little mini run, and no doubt Aaron Young needs to stop the bleeding here. We'll take another look at just what Leafa might have been getting upset about. Yeah, I think that's delay of game. Definitely can't do that.
And it started off the O boards, just gave up that corner 3, which was a little bit of a momentum swing, and then a couple turnovers and in transition, and just like that, 22-11, cut into that lead. Timeout, Coach Young, great timeout. Franklin Bulls will be in the bonus for the rest of this quarter. Saints have only got 2 fouls right now.
Yeah, it was really nice in transition there from the Franklin Bulls, and just getting a little bit more offensive execution. Darren Boyd up to 5 points, you know, getting involved in the offense a little bit more as well.
And they're so bogged down with the early pace of the game and getting stuck in the quarter court. Their best chance is really smashing onto those boards, creating turnovers, playing with a little bit of pace, because if it's about getting stops at this end and coming down and executing in the quarter court, that's probably not their main advantage right now, as we've seen early on. So keep that heat on defensively, stay on the glass, and try and generate some points off your defense.
Yeah, 5 second chance points are already for the Franklin Bulls of 11. That's pretty decent.
Not bad at all. Hopefully Cale Robinson's all right, because he's been big for this group and seen him get a little ankle tweak and haven't seen him since. So just keep an eye out for him to see if he checks back in. See all the Saints banners there on the back wall.
Rude not to.
Late great Kenny McFadden, basically helped shape the game in this country. Justin Tobes, another brother from down there who was hugely influential. I know he bailed me out of trouble multiple times down there. Love the whakapapa of that club and the way that they celebrate it with all those banners.
Picked one up last year as well, 2025, defending champions over the Southland Sharks. Pakaurangi gets his first taste early in this one.
And that was the second one. Darren Boyd had one early and Ty had one there. Kind of like a road runner catch where you just almost catch it on the run and just blow by that initial. And great hands from Witt here on the push. Ooh.
Nice find. That's why he leads the league in assists, and that's why they are the best offensive rebounding team in the league. They've well and truly made their way back into this one. Saints answer with an easy bucket through Ingram.
It's that trans again. Both teams pretty loose with their transition defense right now, early on.
Carter, a little bit sloppy here for the Bulls.
They've been playing out of this flow action a lot. Finishes in that middle on ball. That's nice.
Bull on a string. Yeah,
he's smooth with it. Carter Witt, not only the ability to facilitate, but get to the ring and finish as well. And Coach Ryan showing his energy over on the sideline.
Liafa throws a punch right back at the point guard position. He's up to 7 points early in this one.
Yeah, and Zay's a solid, strong, physical guy. When he gets shoulder to chest like that, it's hard to get back in front for the contest.
Foul whistled against the Saints. Must have been on the foul that Bigger was setting. Ingram clearly disagreeing with the call. Callum Welch, back-to-back NBL referee of the year, not having a piece of it. Boyd, he's been good in these last couple of possessions, steps back, drills it, no he doesn't.
See, same action last time, and Jace Carter got to the ring and was rewarded with some free throws. That time they just kind of settle for the contested three. So again, a lot more success when they're getting to the paint, the Bulls right now.
A lot of physicality on that one. It's gonna go against Witt, I believe, trying to guard Ingram.
I like that off Ingram there. Just thought he had the advantage and playing with his back to the basket on Witt. And things look a lot different if Carter Witt's got to go sit down for Franklin. So like that there, attacking him in the post, keeping him honest at this end of the court.
Just one personal foul for Carter Witt. Ingram at the Chemist Warehouse makes his first, adds to the tally for the Hoops and Schools program, shooting 75% from the stripe so far. Has played in the G League and just played 44 games in their last season, averaging just under 7 points a game. See him back here in Aotearoa.
And that's always tough when you got a wing like that and you get switched onto him as a guard and he can just put your back on him and play with that kind of size and strength advantage down there. It's tough to deal with, especially if you've been playing the first 9 minutes of the game, no sub.
Yeah. Standing at 6'7" as well, so lengthy wing.
D from Alaire there. You can see his ability to get out and show is nice. And Pakaurangi just spacing the court there with the beautiful corner three to cut into this lead, 8-point game.
Yeah, making a real impact here early. Pakaurangi, nice pass. Davidson back out to Liafa. Yup, he didn't even look at it.
Beautiful basketball there, and beautiful find from the big man off the roll. Just trading punches here to stretch this back out to 11, double digits.
10 points for Liafa. Witt again, ball on a string in that on ball.
And it was great D from Alaire, just blowing up the on ball and recovering.
Boyd.
It's a strong. I don't know if Boyd's played against Isaiah before, but he's probably one guard you don't want to try and post up against.
Yeah, didn't quite work out for him, unfortunately. The Bulls will have the last possession of the quarter.
Carter Witt here, just moving the pieces around the chessboard.
Seconds of this one. Witt dancing with Akeisha Lear and drills it to end the quarter. Carter Witt, that is pretty, and most importantly, at least etches into that lead, gets the single digits again, Lindsay.
Yeah, it's big, you know, anytime that you can cut into that lead and take it from double to single, just aesthetically, the look of it when you look up in the timeout makes you feel a whole lot better.
Wellington Saints, after an explosive first quarter, they lead 31-22. No mai hoki mai, i te whānau. Welcome back to your Mother's Day hoops. The North versus the South round here in Sal's NBL 2026. The Wellington Saints took a explosive first quarter, 31-22. There is Sal's deal of the week, $35 a pop for a large Nona pizza. You can scan that QR code or use online code SalSam26. Lindsay, impressed with what you saw from both ends?
Yeah, it was getting scary there early on for the Bulls. I thought the Saints were about to blow them out. It was almost like 21-4, I think, in that first time out for Coach Ryan, but Bulls really responded, especially their second unit there. Threw a couple punches, made Coach Young call a timeout and cut into this lead significantly.
Nice ball movement. Yafa, the shot fake, gets it to Pepper, who hits everything on the rim. And Seville will come up with it eventually, much to the dismay of Aaron Young.
They dodged a bullet there. Elijah Pepper wide open. Already on the board, Dante Ugra with 11 points, and Isaiah Liafa, welcome back. Double digits already, 10 points in 9 minutes.
Used the shot fake so effectively as well.
Oh.
Carter was an absolute popcorn up to the ceiling.
They fly by.
Witt and Boyd playing all 10 minutes of that quarter. Robinson back in the mix. Witt from way downtown. And somehow, I was going to say, the Bulls another offensive rebound, no way. Pepper steps back, that's what he does, just creates buckets and connects.
He missed one wide open, then he hit the tough one from the corner. Shot fake, step back, bang. And great hustle from Alera. I love what I've seen from him again. Hustle, intangibles, defense, rebound. He even looked like a nice guy as well. Yeah. Good team guy.
And one thing about Akeisha Lear right there, that is the smiliest basketball player I've ever seen in my life. It'll be interesting to see. We should get a smile count, you know.
Okay, that's great, because there's enough of us grumpy, competitive psychos out there. We need some some Magic Johnson
Speaking
happiness.
From experience.
Some Kenny Mack smiles.
Yeah, no, he is just happy to play basketball.
Yeah, Mr. Pepper doesn't look like a smiley guy.
No, he's just
them
all about
Aussies
business.
aren't like that, huh?
All about business.
Yeah. The Delabadovas, they in there. Battlers.
What, another battler, but he can't connect on that mid-range. And another rebound pulled down by Davison. Just so selfless. Finds Pepper, 2 in a row. Yeah, he's on a hot streak now. This is dangerous territory.
I was almost about to say too selfless there, but when you got a shooter like that on the wing, it's hard not to find him and keep those assists coming in. Might have that assist bonus this year.
Yeah, well, Davison,
hands again.
He had 13 assists against the years. Pepper, a little bit more successful from 3 than 2.
The pull up.
Robinson, nice move against Davison.
God, that was tough. He kind of just took an elbow in the ribs and got called for the foul there, but maybe it was because he's too deep in the charge circle. Kale Robinson will get a couple free throws.
Second foul on Davison, but they've just got such a deep bench, it doesn't really affect. You know, when you've got Hunt, Gold and Chunga coming off the bench, it's a privilege. Chemist Warehouse Hoops and Schools program, of course, every made free throw across the Rapid League and the Sal's NBL adds to that tally. You can scan that QR code and chuck in your details. Chance to get a hoop for your school. Applications open now. Alpha pressured by Boyd. Found a way out of it. Nice balance. Doesn't get the touch. And it's going to be a late call on, I believe, Cal Robinson. And the rebound. We'll take another look at that one. Where'd that come from?
Again, that's where he's tough. He doesn't really look like he's open, but he's got shoulder to chest there, Isaiah, and he's so strong. He can just elevate and get clean looks up. And
no.
Talk about elevating and getting clean looks up. He got straight to that corner. He's one of them dudes, you just throw it to his shoulder and start running back on safety, or if you're a tagging up team, tag up, because it's bottoms.
4 triples.
Find him again, find him again.
They opt to slow things down. Boyd, he won't respond with a triple of his own. Pepper, he's got 16 points already. 4 triples to make 12 points. The Alpha opts not to pull that one. Instead, finds Ingram. He wants one for his own. Pepper pulls down the rebound.
Great rebound from Pepper there, and just giving the Bulls a little bit of a taste of their own medicine. They've been great on the boards this year.
Should just shot that one.
I was about to say, you're like, bro, what are you passing it to me for, man? I was getting ready to run in a rebound.
See, but he's smiling though. Akijalea, he's just so happy to be there. And all of a sudden, Lindsay, it's gone out to 17, you know.
Right.
They went to single digits by the end of that quarter, but the explosiveness of Elijah Pepper, just too much for the Bulls at the moment. And that'll help for the Bulls. Jace Carter.
Yeah, and that's a tough defender he's scoring on there as well. Isaiah Leafa, great take from Jace Carter. But you're right, Maya, when the Saints go on runs, they hit you with heavy, deep runs. And went from 11 to 17 real quick, but that's a great answer from Jace Carter. And again, the recipe seems to be getting to the paint or turning their defense into offense for the Bulls early on here.
Just 23 years old, Jace Carter. He's a young gun, played in the G League and in Hungary before joining Aotearoa. And an impressive start. Arthur, Pepper, Hunt, lovely basket.
Beautiful there, you just see the defender slip and fell, and Elijah Pepper with the easy assist to Jordan Hunt at the ring. They'll continue to play out a secondary action here, the Bulls. Get it to the second side.
Boyd now coming off the on ball up the top.
Into this corner flare, or this weak side flare, I'm sorry. Great crash from Carter. And I can see now how they've been a problem on the boards. They're relentless with it, even though they get called for the foul there. That's a great crash from Jace Carter.
Saints possession. Sam Gold will inbound. It's an 18-point deficit. Again, Saints put points up in bunches. They average 100 a game. That's first in the league. Gold playing a little bit of point guard.
Great cut, great find.
Oh, yeah! Colin Davidson what's up?
Two beautiful reads right there. The back cut from Elijah Pepper on the overplay, and then the second back cut at the ring for Carlin Davidson, and beautiful. Put it on a platter from Elijah Pepper. Carlin Davidson.
It'll be rude not to look at again. I mean, how many times have we seen that over the years?
A lot.
Yeah, a lot.
That
Walking
boy bouncy.
highlight reel. So cool to see
He didn't
Davison.
get excited about it anymore.
Let's have another look, shall we? Again,
Great cut.
would be rude not to.
Ooh, sometimes even when they throw it a little bit low, it make it look better because they got to kind of pick it up.
And then, ooh.
Yeah.
It'll be so nice to know what that feels like.
You ain't lying.
You were getting up back in the day, weren't you?
No, like a little scraper. I definitely wasn't
Nothing.
catching oops or nothing, no. I'll throw a couple to you, though.
Yeah, you're on the other end. That's just as impressive. Missed the second one to Jace Carter. Saints well and truly on a roll at the moment. Nice pass. That's just great basketball being played right now by the Saints. Pippa, yep, gets the shooter's touch.
That's it. You got to run him off the line. That's the scout, but just got the ability to get into that second line finish high. And here he is active with the hands. It's a 4-on-1.
Who's going to dunk it? And again, Davison! Look out below! Deja vu for Pepper and Davison. Woo!
And beautiful there. And again, transition. If you're the Bulls, you cannot have a 3-on-1, 4-on-1 break with the likes of Carlin Davidson at the ring and that type of resistance. Otherwise, you're in trouble. The floodgates are going to open. So I'm sure Coach Dan Ryan's talking about that right now in this timeout.
And sprinted out to a 21-point lead. It was a great tail end of that first quarter for the Bulls as they trailed back, but the Saints they've just been too good.
Yeah, and he had 36 last game. There's almost 6 minutes left in the second quarter, and Elijah Pepper's already on 18 points, and he's not even forcing the issue at all. He just had two great finds there and for Carlin Davidson. So danger signs for the Bulls, and great signs if you're the Wellington Saints right now.
On the flip side, no one in double digits for the Bulls. Jace Carter leads with 8, and then followed by Carter Witt, who's got 6. Thing of the same offensive engine.
Yeah, right now, if you look at who they got on the court, their 3 imports are basically the only 3 that have scored right now. So it's kind of been the recipe for the Bulls. Need those, 4th, 5th contributors to step up and get you those 6, 8 points to bridge the gap and give yourself a chance in these type of games. It's very hard to just continually rely on 2 or 3 guys. And then you look at the Saints, and they've got guys sitting on the bench who are probably ready to come in and contribute right now. So a luxury of wealth for them. And they'll stay extended in their defense and force another turnover here and keep the momentum in their favor, the Saints.
Well, pretty unfazed. See, smiliest guy. Just so happy to be there. I just love to see those things. It does help that they're up 21, pretty hard to complain in that position.
It's Mother's Day.
Yep, to all our mothers.
Getting paid to play a game of basketball. What's there not to be happy about?
Well, Anderson won't be very happy with that. Although, if I was on Anderson, just too aggressive trying to get over the screen. Try that again. The Wellington Saints. Uh-oh. I gave him too much love, Pepper. Finally missed one. The Bulls can sigh a breath of relief, but not for long. Another turnover. Careless at the moment. That's 2 back-to-back unforced errors.
Yeah, a little bit sloppy here, and just need a reset. The momentum's not in their favor, and they're letting it get to them right now. Just next play mentality for the Bulls. And if you're the Saints, it's tough because you got Carlin at the ring and Elijah spraying up 3s. It's hard to pick your poison right now if you're the Bulls.
Davison just off the mark there. Carter put out in the passing lane. Finds Anderson in the corner. He's way too long on that one. Falls to Carter. Active on the offensive glass. It's their saving grace in this quarter.
Yeah, and it is hard to rebound those shots when they don't hit the ring on the air ball every now and then. But they got lucky, the Bulls.
Hunt couldn't finish that one. Looks frustrated. Will stay with the Saints. He'll take a seat. And so Carter Witt.
And by the sound of the crowd, somebody local has checked into the game.
Who was that, Liafa, do you reckon? Oh, Keisha Lear. He's got to be a crowd favourite. Seems like the man.
Great cut.
Oh, how about that pass?
Great find.
Oh, poetry in motion. It just gets better and better. Davidson won't top it off. Sam Gold, 2 bites of the cherry, makes it count. How good for the Saints.
And they're just getting outworked right now. There's 4 white jerseys right there in the charge circle and only 2 for the Saints, but they managed to get multiple possessions, so just need to get a little bit more grimy down there. The
Boyd,
Bulls.
great athleticism against Keisha Lear.
Gold's
Doesn't
been
get the
great
roll.
on them boards. Here's Ingram in transit. Oh, Lord.
Just trying to put him in the post.
Yeah, it looked like he went to put that thing on the ring and then changed his mind late. But again, I know I sound like a broken record, but if they don't do something about this transition, they're going to get run all the way back to Franklin. They have to start providing some resistance. And some of that is not always just being aware in transition. It's turnovers, it's shot selections, it's being organized.
Yeah, 7 fast break points and 7 points from turnovers. So 14 of the 51 that we're seeing right now for the Saints, just purely in transition. And you can add 7 triples to
And
that
I
tally.
would also say that a gang load of the fouls that Franklin have picked up have been of them playing out of transition as well and trying to stop the ball, getting the Saints to the bonus early, which loosens everything up for them in the quarter court. And we've got Elijah Pepper flying around with Carlin Davidson. It makes things difficult.
Carter gets the catch. Boyd, nice little floater with the left. That's nice.
It's beautiful. Just got past the sloppy closeout from Zay and left foot, left hand, deep push shot there from Darren Boyd. Very skillful.
Davison, through hands goes to Gold.
You try to get a little bit too fancy on that one. Huh? That's a nice find.
Another tip for the Bulls. Here they come, returning the
to
favour in
offense.
transition. Yep, that was far too easy for the athletes that are Davison and Gold. Mattel boys trying to clean up Carlin Davidson's sweat as well. We'll take another look at that, just the wall up and the verticality here from both athletes.
And I mean the opposite. You see the Saints, they've got 2-3 guys contesting on a layup. At the other end, it's kind of like a sieve right now. You know, you're giving up 52 with 3.5 left. Like, not to be that guy, but maybe we just got to give up a hard foul every now and then and change the momentum. But we can't just keep leaking layups and free throws. Here's another one. Like, this is off a dead ball, and we're kind of playing at transition pace.
And then have to give up a foul. Send Keisha Lear to the line. It was nice playmaking from Elijah Pepper. We'll take another look at that.
I don't understand that. It's a dead ball. It's on your baseline, and Elijah Pepper, who's already given you almost 20 at the half, just runs to halfway, gets it wide open, gets it straight down the end. So Bulls really got to tighten up here to finish this quarter.
Keisha Lear, the 25-year-old Kenyan, born and raised in Australia. He's come off the back of an ANBL season with Southeast Melbourne. He's also been with Melbourne United previously.
You sound like you're a crowd favorite already, and you can see why. 7 boards, very selfless. And running this little stagger action for Jace Carter, Darren Boyd.
The long Keisha Lear on him.
Good D. Good
Really
D.
tough shot. It was going to always be very difficult over the length of a Lear. And here come the Saints again. Transition basketball, their favourite.
Ingram's been great.
Oh my lordy Louie, just can't stop the man. Bullied his way through. Coach Aaron Young gave a fist bump of enjoyment.
And you
Ingram lapping it up.
You heard him talking about guarding his yard, but also the importance of the boards, and he's one that's, you can see he's making a visible effort as a wing to crash down and get on those boards, and here you just see him in transition. That's an athlete right there. Like a hot knife through butter. Easy lay down.
It's a great way to describe it. Just, you know, bullied his way through, cradled it on his way. That's 17 points and make it 18 for Dante Ingram. Just 2 missed field goals and perfect from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Witt. Pakurangi has hit 1. Hits another. He's perfect from the field so far, Pakurangi. 7 points off the bench.
And just the pace of that setup, the way they got the ball to the second side of the court and back to the third, it loosened up the defense and a great look for Ty. And it's kind of the recipe for the Bulls. Again, if they're not playing in trans or off the boards, they do need to get through their sets. And you'll take that. Even on a miss, your offensive rebounders know where they're going to be to crash onto the glass. And you also got your transition defense set, so you're not giving up all these layups at the other end.
It's hard when Wick can be your guy that, you know, dissects offense with a lot of dribble, but, you know, like you said, it looks a lot better when they are moving the ball from one side to another.
And you can still use him as a facilitator. You know, you heard him talking about it pre-game, just coming off the rock, or that means basically giving the ball up, and then you can come back and get it back and be the primary who's finishing in action at the end of a play. You don't necessarily need to carry it for the entire 24 seconds, which he's not doing, but just a little, when they're showing ball movement, the Bulls look great.
They trail by 24. Keisha Lear at the Chemist Warehouse stripe. He's up to 6 points, 7 boards, 1 assist as well in there.
Always a luxury when your big man can knock down his free throws and keep stretching that lead out. It just kills them softly, builds frustration with the other group.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Bulls are pretty frustrated with this current result. Of course, missing is, yeah, nice shot. Missing Don Calvin-Potto and Matt Freeman this evening. Missing a little bit of size. Davison.
Almost using Carland as a point guard at times here, the Saints, with his, you know, his growth as a facilitator.
Way too long on the three-point shot. Fortuitously fell to Hunt. He can't go better on the second attempt.
Great job on the boards. Had a tough half though, Geordie. But I'm sure he'll stick with it into the second.
Boy, just bodies Keisha Lear. Much needed bucket for the Franklin Bulls.
Great take by Darren Boyd. Did exactly what you ask of a smaller offensive player, attacking length. He ate up space and got right into his chest and extended out for the finish. He's a lefty too. You can see that there's a couple of brothers out there that are lefties right now. You've seen it with Dante Ingram on the couple of plays previous. Just makes their angles different when they're attacking and tougher to read for the defense.
Yeah, Boyd's really just been part of that three-headed snake for the Bulls alongside Carter and Witt. 22 points a game. He's playing 35.5 minutes a game. That's third in the league, offering a lot. He's up to 7 points. Interestingly as well, the Franklin Bulls lead the league in three-point makes a game. That's sitting at 12.3. Just 3 made threes on this occasion. Lindsay?
Seen him play out of this action a lot. Little screen-to-screen action. And Witt off this middle on-ball, who's great as a facilitator. Again, he's leading the league in assists right now.
Went to work on a Keisha Lear. That's beautiful from Carter Witt.
And that's definitely in his package. He's nice on that little mid-range pull-up, Carter Witt.
Pepper, been so good. Already got 18. Make that 20 for Elijah Pepper.
There's a beautiful rip reject there, and front foot stop into a pull-up. Elijah Pepper, halfway to 40.
Carter makes it 4 triples for the Franklin Bulls. He's up to 13. 20 points the lead, couple of possessions left inside the half. Liafa just turning the Jets on and fouled en route.
That's smart by Isaiah Liafa there. That's a 2-for-1 opportunity, and he just, you know, put it into 6th gear real quick. Downhill, drew the foul, couple free throws. So after this position, the Saints will have the last position of the game if they want it.
Liafa, a long-standing career in the Sal's NBL, and Aotearoa was the most outstanding New Zealand guard in 2025. Of course, part of the championship winning squad, 15 points a game. He's made 102 NBL appearances prior to this season.
And a proud Wellingtonian from out of St. Pat's. His pops George is legend from down there as well, so love it when your local products always kind of come back home, come back to their local club. Even though he's a tall black and he's a breaker, he still finds his way back home whenever he can in the off season to play for his community.
It was really a bit of everything, Leafa. Obviously debuted for the Tall Blacks in 2013, just the second youngest player to ever do it, 16 years old when he debuted.
Yeah, I was still running around there with the young guys. That's how I get it. He's Samoan Māori too, so Zay, open invite, my boy, when you're ready. Māoris want you, brother. Putting it out to the world.
Lindsay, you've officially been named at the helm of the Māori Tall Black squad.
Yes, and I am blatant with my recruitment processes. Don't worry about that.
As we can see.
Wouldn't you be if he was on the radar?
Oh, absolutely,
yeah,
man.
Yeah. It'd be crazy not to put an open invite to a player like that. We can pay with love.
I'm sure they'll, you know, as they're doing their film review, you'll hear that. Leafa, if you're listening. Pepper dancing with Takaurangi there, just couldn't stay in front.
And I'm not sure why he's using a take foul there. They're in the bonus. And I have never seen the technique of giving up points at this stage of the game. Maybe just a miscommunication from the Bulls.
It's the best shooter on the floor.
Who's already got 20.
You know, they're just challenging his free throw percentage. You know, yeah, giving him something else to the shot profile. Not that he needs it. He's shooting at 83% on the season from the Chemist Warehouse. 21 for Elijah Pepler in this first half. He's just absolutely exploded.
65 points on the board for the Saints. Is that 21 for Elijah? Zay's got a lazy 11. Dante Ingram was 16.
I mean, good foul in the end. Takaurangi. Last possession here for the Bulls. Wit to control the pace.
Bit of space out here.
Wit has to get going sometime soon, and then Smart uses his BNZ player timeout. Shot clock down to, sorry, game clock down to 4. Gives us a chance to talk about the BNZ ticket to the big game. You can scan that QR code. We have 5,000 tickets to give away to school, sport and community groups to come along and see an NBL game. Scan the QR code, chuck in your deets and grab your ticket to the big game. All thanks to BNZ. 4 seconds, Lindsay. Where are they going? What are they doing?
If I'm the Saints, just dirty zone.
Classic.
I know that you've got a man play sorted out. I'm going dirty zone.
Probably not exactly what the Bulls would have wanted.
That was the total opposite, and there's no way that took 4 point or 3.2 seconds to catch the ball and fall out of bounds.
Even 2 seconds, I guess it was probably 1.5. It's probably about right. And I'm sure we're going to see the same call here for the Saints. People will use his BNZ
Damn, they have to go through all of that to take the time.
We can all see it coming.
The procedures of it all, right?
Yeah.
All right.
There's the QR code again. You know the drill. You can see it from a mile away. You know, you could see his hands start to lift up. I don't know why it took so long, but here we are, and they have a good amount of time, just under 3 seconds. Could really get something off here.
Yeah, I'd say they'll probably run some kind of true action towards a lob at the ring, and if with Elijah, and if you can't help off him, and so they're either like giving up something at the ring, and if you do help, one of the better shooters is coming off open. There we go, LT.
There you go. What a way to finish the corner, the dime, the bucket, the foul.
My coaching services are available as of next season. Holler at me.
You just read that one like an absolute book. Let's take a look at that. Wow,
beautiful play and beautiful cut, and that's an athlete right there on the wing. Zay was that Isaiah that threw that?
I believe so.
He just put it up on the square there, and he's a lefty as well, so from that side of the court, perfect angle for him.
Coach Aaron Young was really excited as well. You could see him on the sideline.
Oh yeah, he would have had that one up his back pocket. Yeah, nothing better than when you sit on those and it'll work out. Yeah.
67 plays 43. What a explosive first half for the Saints. 68 points and a half. That's frankly insane, Lindsay.
That's like an NBA score. You're right. 68 points in 20 minutes it's nuts. It's nuts.
That's some good basketball right there. The Saints, they lead a dominant lead, 68-43 at halftime. We'll be back shortly with some Chemist Warehouse stats.
not going to be a hard. So please put your hands together and welcome to the court the Special Olympics basketballers from Wellington, Company and Canada. Get loud for the Canada. Just like we did last year, I came here to look our arena. The Special Olympics athletes will be out there to have the game. Shout out to Alan and referee. Does a lot for this place and Special Olympics around the area. You're underway. Hello, James. These Special Olympics athletes haven't played much together. This will be the first time playing together for a few of them. What better place than half-time on the NZNBL game? How cool. Let's go. These Special Olympics teams are being coached by a brother and sister against each other, so Breaker likes going home after this one. And more buckets. Love it.
Welcome to halftime here on your Sunday evening hoops. Sal's NBL putting it on this Mother's Day in the North versus the South battle. Tied up at 3-3. We count the Saints as the South of this round. Mike Williamson and Lindsay Tate with you. And me, oh my, you saw that score right. 68 points in 20 minutes for the Saints, Lindsay.
Yeah, they've been outstanding, the Saints, and you know the two areas that have kind of kept the Bulls in with an opportunity this year to be successful are the boards and the three-point line, and the Saints are winning that. There's a bucket right there for my man. Special Olympics, beautiful to see out here, everybody participating in Porirua. See Elijah Pepper, 21 points on the board with his backcourt running mate Dante Ingram, who's been outstanding with Isaiah Leafa. That's a triple threat right there. Jace Carter and Carter Witt, along with their import running mate Darren Boyd, 9 points as well. Tai Pakaurangi being great off the bench with 8 points for the Bulls. A bright light. And there's my man Allaire. He's been great, leading the league in smiles and boards, as you pointed out, Maya.
He's been awesome to watch. Just having a good time playing some basketball with his friends. Alpha and Pepper alike doing their thing, as well as, of course, Carter Witt.
Carter Witt, and again, he's averaging 10. So you would expect nothing less than him to have at least 4 on the board.
A couple of blocks apiece for Davison. And Golden Bear getting in there as well. And sure we'll see some steals in there, no doubt. Pepper, Witt and Carter, 2 apiece. Allaire and Anderson getting in there as well. I mean, Lindsay, can you do if you're the Franklin Bulls? What do you do?
I mean, again, they're leading the league significantly in the rebounding category, and here in the first half, the Saints have already almost doubled them up, 29-14. So that's one glaring area that they can fix up. They're going to need to hit shots as well. 4 for 16 from the three-point line. That's another area that they're leading the league in. That, you know, if they want to bridge the gap here, they're going to have to pick up those two areas statistically.
See how they go here in the second half. Still 20 minutes of basketball still to be played, and we've seen stranger things happen. So stick around here on Sky Sport. The Saints a 68-43 lead. More basketball coming your way very shortly.
Make some noise for our official athletes from Wellington, Company and Polydor area. Shout out to Hard Hour and pretty much great things for the official local athletes in this area. Also work teams.
No, my hoki mai, it's Ifano. Welcome back to the second half of action, kicking off very shortly between the Wellington Saints and the Franklin Bulls. The Saints hosting this one in Toriroa, Te Rauparaha Arena here on Mother's Day. Of course, all love to our wahine toa, the mothers across the motu. Hope you've been celebrated as you should. Wouldn't have anything in this world, especially this wonderful game of basketball, without the women who make it possible for everyone. Of course, all love to our Sky Sport commentary partners, Crystal Walker and Taylor Johnson, who are wonderful mothers themselves. Maya Williamson and Lindsay Tate alongside me, and the Bulls still have some faithful despite being down a considerable amount. Lindsay?
Oh yeah, if you've been over to Pukekohe, you know, they're very loyal over there, so they ain't going nowhere, that's for sure. They're going to be hanging around, and I'd like to think that it's a very proud organization, and they're going to come out here and really put their best foot forward here in the second half and give themselves a shot to bridge the gap and make it competitive.
In all honesty, it's not competitive right now in any regard, right? Like the Saints 68 points in the half. They've scored a bunch in transition, 13 in fast break and 11 on top of that from turnovers. They've shot 7 of 14 from deep. Pepper has 21, Ingram at 19. I mean, they've been firing on all the chords, 19 of 22 from the Chemist Warehouse, not to mention.
Yeah, it's fair, and kind of find myself a lot the more that I'm around the game talking about resistance and freedom, and you can see the Saints are just playing super free right now, and I'm not sure why Mr. Perry is so happy, because they are getting pumped. So he might know something that I don't know, or he really liked Beyonce. But hopefully they can take that energy, all jokes aside, and it's probably time, you know, to turn up the heat defensively, start extending up the court. Again, get back to smashing those boards, which has been kind of what they hang their hat on, and it's really a momentum shift needed for the Bulls right now, I think is what you're alluding to, Maya. Otherwise, the Saints, yeah, they do have the ability of pumping them in this building right now.
It's interesting you mentioned the boards, because coming into this, we talked about that they are essentially the best rebounding team in the league. They're second in overall rebounds, first in offensive rebounds a game, first in second chance points with 15 a game, just 4 on the offensive glass this time, 9 second chance points of 43. So Saints doing a good job rebounding, but you could argue, yeah, Bulls put some more emphasis on that. You know, that's their strong point.
Absolutely, and I'm sure they spoke about it at the half, and you know, hats off to the Saints coaching staff, because you can tell they've made a concerted effort to scout, watch tape, and address that. And the one that really sticks out to me is Dante Ingram. You know, that's a wing that on every single shot he's crashing down, he's getting below the free throw line, he's using his athleticism to get to the boards and clear up any sink in on any loose balls, and it's made a definitive difference for the Saints outfit tonight.
Coach Aaron Young, the 2026 Sal's NBL Coach of the Year. 2025, sorry. Coach of the Year nod, and then got the championship dub in their hometown over the Southland Sharks.
Yeah, that must have felt beautiful to get that, you know, after I think it was 3 trips to the finals. Yep. Where they were, you know, got that. I hate them silver medals, not to sound like that, but yeah, to finally get over the hump, man, that must have been a fun night.
And a contender for it, well and truly this year as well, with the way they're playing so far. As we're underway in the second half, let's see if there's a resurgence from the Franklin Bulls. No luck on their first possession. What can the Saints do with their first one? They go to Pepper. Davidson nails it back in, picking up right where they left off.
Yeah, that's worst case scenario there, really. The Bulls start with a contested corner 3, and then at the other end, it's just no resistance and an offensive board tip jam for Carlin Davidson.
Davidson wants another piece. Alea won't finish. Davidson, 2 putbacks to start the quarter. Great sportsmanship from those 2. Robinson can't respond.
Just another one-pass offense there for the Bulls. Saints will come down here. Semi-trans, Elijah Pepper controlling things. Great find.
Oh, that's just beautiful. That's just textbook basketball.
It is. And again, not to sound negative, but I'm sure Coach Dan Ryan's really going to give it to the Bulls outfit here, and it's just the intensity, the alertness right now that's lacking for the group. You know, you're going to go through lulls, and basketball is a game of runs, but really need to lock in here defensively and make a push to give themselves a chance of not getting embarrassed this evening.
Coach Ryan in his first season with the Franklin Bulls. He's out of Chicago, Illinois. He was an assistant to Josh King at the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix in the Australian ANBL, and obviously at helm of the Franklin Bulls for the next 2 seasons.
And had some great wins early on as well, undermanned. Again, it is a very tough proposition to come down here to Wellington and make the trip out to Te Rauparaha, Porirua, and deal with this type of outfit, but they got nothing else but to front right now.
Well, they are coming off a Friday night game, so, you know, a quick turnaround for them and their bodies. They had a really convincing win over the Giants, 97-73. They'll be really happy with that one. Witt, 18 points and 12 assists. Carter, a 20-point outing. And the Saints also coming off 2 strong wins, both against the Ears and the Tuatara, who are currently sitting at the top of the table. Boy, defended well by Liafa. There's that Samoan multi-strength that you were referencing before, Lindsay. But nice bucket from Boyd.
Beautiful bucket from Boyd. And here we go, Carter Witt extending with that defensive pressure, turning it into a bit of momentum and offense here, which is where the Bulls have been at their best this evening, I would say, turning defense to offense.
Yeah, they're missing a bit of that. It's nice to see Witt, you know, getting marks, just stripping it off Liafa.
And a great point you made previous, there might be a little bit of fatigue. You know, you are asking, especially the likes of Boyd, Carter, and Witt to play almost 40 minutes a game. So it's really important that those other brothers that are coming in and plugging in are playing with crazy energy if they want to have an opportunity of bridging this gap here.
Yeah, realistically, the only ones having seriously rotated in are Bigger and Takaurangi. 13 minutes for Bigger and 8 minutes 20 so far for Takaurangi, 5 for Seville. So not a whole lot of contribution outside of that. Takaurangi with 8 points off the bench though, a couple of triples and a nice layup.
He's been a great spark off the bench, and I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Ryan and Coach Green are talking right now, you know, about a lot of this looks like it's an alertness and an energy thing. And, you know, if you're down by 30 like this, it doesn't hurt throwing the young fellas out there and getting a bit of energy to shift things.
Davison gives it back to Liafa, floats it over to Davison. That is beautiful basketball, poetry in motion from the Saints.
Really was that action on those reads, the picture perfect, and ends with the easiest of dunks. Great crash again from Boyd on the glass.
Davison nicely putting together a performance, 9 points. That was his 3rd assist, 5 rebounds. And a block in there as well. Alir up to 8 points and 8 rebounds with the nice thunderous throwdown.
So nicely off the short little roll to Carlin Davidson. Just a little touch pass to the opposite big. What a luxury when Isaiah can just throw it to a wing like Carlin to initiate the offense.
Yeah, well, even made the helm of some playmaking duties since arriving in Wellington. Ingram nails it from triple. He's having himself a night up to 24.
And you got Ingram posted down in one corner and Elijah Pepper in the other. What a luxury for Isaiah Leafa. He's got Carlin Davidson on the wing. Here they go with that trance. Again, that pace that's been killing them all game.
Oh, nice. Into the pocket of Pepper, who kisses it off the glass, and the things just keep rolling for the Saints. 81 points. Not even halfway through the 3rd quarter. It's almost unbelievable. Carter, that's a great look at it. Never looked like missing for Jace Carter.
And again, that was the 3rd side that the basketball got to then for Franklin, and they managed to generate a wide open look and knock it down, which is great to see. When they do get through their actions, they have been effective. It's just rare that they've got through their actions in this game.
Still 50 points scored by the Bulls, despite, you know, a lack of flow in their offense, mainly thanks to that guy, Jace Carter. There's that offensive rebounding energy, but Robinson just can't turn it into a bucket.
See 5 blue jerseys here and 2 for the Bulls. And Coach Ryan is going to run out of timeouts.
33 points. The deficit, the margin just keeps getting bigger. Defending champions.
Jordan Hunt and Sam Gold set to check in for the Saints, bring a bit of youth and energy. Just what the Bulls don't need right now.
Literally their biggest nightmare, checking into the game.
Great to see Tai Pakaurani out there though. Some well-deserved minutes here on the road.
Oh, what? He's just going to do it himself.
Hey, maybe Carter Witt just needs to shoot mid-range jumpers, because that's another area that's been great this evening. 3 or 4 of those.
Yeah, well, he's 6 of 9 from the 2-point range. Yafa off the back rim. It's a nice rebound there for Boyd. Here they come. Bit of transo. Witt makes it count.
And again, that's where they're good. Off the boards, turning a little bit of transition into offense. But this right here is
I mean, see, he's just so happy to be there. He's smiling again. But Lindsay, that's what you're talking about before. You know, there's one thing transition on a miss, but on a made basket, that is an absolute coach killer, a no-no, especially when you're getting dropped off by 30.
It really is, and yeah, without trying to sound negative, you know, because I know they are a very competitive group. Just a little bit of lack of fight right now in that scenario, you know, to be chasing like that and to give up that amount of resistance at this end is something that I know that they're going to be looking at and talking about with this group.
30 points the deficit for the Franklin Bulls. Allaire leaves it short on the second. He's up to 8 points, 8 rebounds. Boyd finds a lane, but oh! An and one. That was blocked away by Allaire, but it wasn't. A big boy move from Boyd instead. That's his 13th point of the game. Let's take another look at that on the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Gets it high off the glass.
So this is a straight line blow by, and they spoke about guarding the yard there, and he's a lefty as well, so Sam Gold just have to sit down and shade that left hand next time. Did a great job of getting it over the shot blocker there. Sorry, Maya, to interrupt you.
No, you're all right. We've made free throw across Rapid League and the Sal's NBL, of course, contributing to the Hoops and Schools program. Nice to have that initiative with Tina Sweethouse and Basketball New Zealand. Skip over the corner. Gold did a good job to catch that one. Working on Pakaurangi. And through two defenders, finishes it off the glass.
And that's strong move right there from from Sam. Just displaced Ty, and great finish at the ring. Great D as well there from Sam. Just getting into Jace's body.
Carter won't connect. Robinson been really good on the offensive glass.
That's where they've been good all year, and turn those O boards into offense, which is massive for them. Transition and O boards being good for their offense, the Bulls.
Carter joins Pepper and Ingram in the 20-point club with that and one. Gives a little bit of love to the fans on the baseline as well, and it's going to be a timeout called in Porirua. A dominant lead. It was 33 at its biggest. The Wellington Saints looking like a championship caliber team already.
Yeah, and in this type of scenario, if you're Coach Young, you're just talking about, you know, your standards, playing what's in front of you. You forget about the score. We're just worried about competing for every position and getting better as a group. Hopefully we see, I think I saw young Aubrey Chonga in there, set to check into the game, had a great showing in the Rapid League, athletic young wing from down in that region to watch out for.
Cheerleaders, nice. Putting on some entertainment. Got the gorilla in there as well for the Saints.
Magilla.
Everybody's just loving it here in Porirua. Darren Boyd looking like he's giving some comms to his group. A timeout. It's hard to even know what to say when you're in this situation, but you just can't take your foot off the gas.
I mean, it's the same as the Saints, I guess, but flip the other way is like, listen, let's forget about the score. Let's just get back to competing for every possession. You know, trying to build some momentum in the right direction and go off that. But, you know, we're not talking about winning or losing or nothing about that right now. We're just talking about win the position in front of us, compete for the position in front of us. Let's try cut into this lead. Also, when there's a deficit like this, I like to talk to my group about, let's make them call the next timeout. Let's make a run and make them push to push a timeout. So you know that if they do call that, it's a win. It's a little win even though you're losing.
You've got to continue to find things to focus on, because regardless of this game, they have to go again. The Bulls have got the matchup against the Jets, I believe, on the Wednesday. Great hoops there. Hunt gets the and one down the other end. John Hunt, just 6 points off the bench. Relatively quiet night. He's missed a couple of bunnies, but nice to see him get that one to go.
Yeah, just too big there, the Saints. And I loved what Hunter Saville was trying to do. Get up the court and pressure Isaiah Leafa, but just too crafty there and got punished down low.
But that's the type of thing that, you know, you really appreciate, Lindsay. You've spoken about these young guys coming off the bench in limited minutes and just going balls to the wall.
I mean, you think like Jose Alvarado, right? And it's like, okay, I know coach only going to put me in for 2-3 minutes. You know, should I stick to the script and just run back and do what everyone expects me to do? Or should I come out here and try and impose myself on the game so that when people leave, they like, okay, that kid made a difference. In that 2-3 minutes, you know, he didn't necessarily score, but we knew he was out there. We could feel him. So, yeah, I'm definitely big on that. Otherwise, what are we turning up for?
100%.
I don't just want the uniform. I need you all to know that I was in the building.
And for Sevilla, I mean, it's a privilege.
Absolutely. You're going against one of the best players to ever walk up out the country.
100%.
Yeah.
Development opportunity for him. And I mean, if he gets blown by, no one's surprised, right? He's a young boy.
And to be honest with you, all the greatest players that I've ever been around love nothing more than when you come out and you compete against them.
Yeah.
And they might not acknowledge that till later. Aubrey Chunga, right on cue. Young gunner with the 3. They might not acknowledge that even when you're playing. But at some point, when you bump into each other later in a bar and you shake hands, you want that respect.
100%. Got to appreciate it. And there he is, Seville just putting a little bit of pressure. Boyd just read the script on that one. Like you said, Aubrey Chunga, really good in the Rapid League. And here he is. We're going to get a highlight play out of him. And so much bounce in those legs from Aubrey Chunga.
You could tell when you just, he like Colin. When you dunk too easy, you don't, it's just like a layup to you. Like, okay.
A little humble jam.
Yeah. How about that? Just check into the cells and get you a quick 5 points. Not bad, Aubrey Chunga. Local product. Out of Hibs. Coach Young will talk it over with his crew. Coach Tutu and imploring the crew to continue with their corridor. Saints looking formidable right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so many times, you know, sound like a broken record, the 94 points. Of course, you can probably assume that this one is done and dusted. So, you know,
look at us with the fixtures.
Yeah, we got to look forward, right? For the Franklin Bulls, I mean, it's a tough stretch for them. They've played on Friday evening, and they play against the Saints today. But they've got the Jets, which is probably
if there's 2 teams that'll be excited to see each other right now, it's probably those 2. Yeah.
So,
for sure.
You know, we look to move on, and then the Saints, they play the Airs for the 2nd time this season, 111-89. They dusted them off last week, so both teams looking to improve on today to go better again in round 6. You know, it's all about moving forward, right?
And they get to go back home as well if you're the Bulls, which it's always nice to go home and sleep in your own bed and get some home cooking, lick those wounds and get back to it, get back to work. Sun will come up tomorrow.
Seville at point guard duties. Keep her on him.
See Harry Kelso checking in here. Number 8 for the Franklin Bulls. Another talented young product from Puki High. Pukekohe.
Seville just got taught a lesson about picking up the ball too early out of a non-ball.
Oh.
What's happened here? Shot clock went back to 24. No one really had possession, so don't necessarily think that should have been reseated. Communicate with our bench about that one. Coach Aaron Young in his 3rd season with the Saints. That's right. No, should we just fact check it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Rather than trying to.
We got time.
Aaron Young. I mean, he's been so impressive at the helm regardless. Year 2.
Yeah, that's right, because he had, what, 3 years with Auckland where they made it all the way to the...
Yeah, 3.
Yeah. And then he came straight down to Wellington, how we do it. Took care of business.
Yeah, 3 finals appearances with the Tuatara 3 years in a row and lost every single one of them. A real shame. It's a pretty good squad, so it's nice to see his hard work paying off with the Saints. Coach of the Year, 2025, like I mentioned before. Nice! Aubrey Chunga, one athlete to another. Man, that kid can jump out the gym.
Yeah, and again, you see that last defender or the help side man there, Harry Kelso, he just loses sight or he has to step up and help. And the drop man, Darren Boyd, I'm sorry, is late. And beautiful read from Carlin. Aggressive downhill, and Aubrey Chunga. Impressive young talent.
Still yet to miss Aubrey Chunga. 7 early points off the bench. Just 17 years of age out of Hart International Boys School.
They got 13 championships, the Saints. That's the most?
It's got to be the most.
Come on.
There's no way anyone's even close. Take a look at that. From one dunker to another.
And that's off Carlin being aggressive off the initial. You know, a lot of the times, young guards, they don't play what's in front of them. Carlin did a great job. That was going to be a dunk if Harry didn't step up. He did what he was supposed to do. Darren was a half beat late or just a half beat low on that, and Aubrey caught that corner cut on the ring.
Aubrey getting the New Zealand nod over the last couple of years. Played for the Junior Tall Blacks in the Oceania Cup last year, where they beat Australia by 20 in the final. He averaged 7.5 points a game. Played for the Under-18 Select tournament in Germany earlier this year.
Outstanding effort. Anytime we beat Australia in anything, I'll take it. Tiddlywinks,
100%.
whatever you'll need.
Especially by 20.
We'd take it.
Nearing 100 points, the Saints, in the third quarter. I haven't seen anything like this in a long, long time. Witt dancing with Pepper. Somehow falls into the hands of Robinson. It's his third offensive rebound. Sorry, fourth, I should say. Here comes Alea pushing pace.
9 and 9 already for Allaire. Great find with his opposite big, ducking in Jordan Hunt. Easy lay.
Seen that many a times over the years. Hunt playing his former squad, the Franklin Bulls. Robinson from deep. He's dry from that area. Chunga, length and athleticism, gets him that board. Nice pass, Ingram. Alea, another one. Blocked away though this time.
Game's really loosened up here, as you'd expect.
Nice pass, Witt. Kelso gets his first points of the ball game this evening.
And you wouldn't believe it, but there was another corner cut for a layup.
No.
If someone cut the corner here for a layup.
I mean, you're pretty good at reading that usually.
Are we going to hold right now?
And one for Jordan Hunt. The Saints reach the 100-point mark with 1:20 to go in the third quarter. I just can't believe I'm even saying those words, but Jordan Hunt, we'll take another look at that. He's been really good in this third quarter.
And all jokes aside, Maya, that's kind of what opened up that layup, is the cuts that they've been making off the corner. Aubrey holds that time. That helps kind of in two minds, and Jordan just turns the corner and gets the and one.
Good left-hand finish, Jordan Hunt. He makes it from the Chemist Warehouse as well. He's up to 12 off of the bench in 14 minutes. He's got 4 rebounds and 2 assists. Sneaking in there as well.
Saints got some serious length and scoring power.
40-point deficit. Witt. Anderson. Back to Witt. 3 ball is good for Witt. 17 points and his first triple of the evening. Ingram. 26 on the night.
Great
Latu.
finding that short roll, the Saints, and short roll's been great, making reads off it.
Chunga won't connect that time around. That's a 10th rebound for Alea. There's going to be a foul on the pass to Ingram as he points to his teammate Alea.
And you can tell, not only a fan favorite, but the team like playing with him. He on the boards, he's always smiling, he's setting screens, he's unselfish. If you get him the ball around the ring, he finishes. Looks like a fun brother to play with.
I'm just, I can't believe I've omitted this from the stats. Leah for 10 assists.
Oof.
That's the quietest 10 assists I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, when your team scored 102 points, you're probably pretty likely to get up there. But yeah, impressive stuff from the veteran point guard.
Darius Latu getting some burn here, the year 13.
Had a great
Great
rapid
to
league
see.
outing.
He did. Earned it.
We're going to have an issue with the clock here in Porirua. No, they're not. Oh, I see. Actually, it's in the bonus, Lindsay. So we've got 2 from the Chemist Warehouse.
Okay, you're right. I'm not going to lie. I'm normally pretty good on the bonus, but in these 40-point ones.
Start to lose track a little. You're only human, Lindsay.
But Zaya, yeah, 10 assists. Impressive. Welcome back, young man.
Yep. Leah. He's averaging 15 points a game, 7 rebounds, 52% from the field, so efficient. And just under 89% from the stripe as well. Just, I think efficient is the best way to describe him, you know, just...
Right on cue, 12 and 10.
Plays his role so well. Alea just missed 1 free throw this evening as well. 2 assists to add to the mix.
Couple assists, a whole lot of rim protection.
53 smiles.
Shot altering, yeah. Minimum. Good hustle from Pepper.
Bigger almost like handed that off to Pepper. Both of them fighting for that board. That is the Bulls' best possession as the offensive rebound.
Love that there from Pepper. You can see they're up 40. There's 16 seconds on the clock, and he's barking at his guys about getting hits and boxing out. And that's the sign of a high-level player and a championship-level team.
Last possession of the quarter here. It'll come through Witt.
He's not smiling.
All business. Witt, really good in this quarter. Find some space. Won't knock it down.
Just another rebound.
Yeah, Alea will take his 11th rebound to end the quarter with 11 and 11. And the Saints, the convincing lead continues. 104-65. 10 more minutes of this to come.
There's no way the guy that's in line.
One shot, $900 up for grabs. Is that the video? I hear it's your birthday. It is my birthday. You want to say happy birthday, mate? Okay, mate. To his parents, to the balcony. Same way as the Saints. Sorry, mate. It's up to you. Here we go, mate. Cheer him on. Was that good air ball? That's an air ball. Happy birthday, Wayne. You've got a ball to take home on your birthday. That would jackpot, ladies and gentlemen. Next home game up for the Cool Brand. Thanks over the bridge. And come back to
Welcome back, Fano. 10 more minutes of basketball here for your Sunday evening hoops. It's been the North versus the South round in round 5 here in the Sal's NBL. And before we get to anything else, the biggest deal of the evening, the large Nona pizza, $35 a pop. Scan that QR code or use the online code SALSAM26. It's valid till Tuesday. So get in quick if you haven't got anything for your Mother's Day, which first of all, that's an issue in itself. But if not, treat it to Sal's dinner for this evening while you put your feet up and watch a historic night for the Saints.
Aye,
So just talking about that.
All
yeah.
jokes aside, some people can't even afford to buy nothing. That's fine. It's just acknowledgement, yeah?
Yeah, 100%. Wouldn't be here without our wonderful wahine tour that are our mothers. Shout out to my mum, Helen Williamson, all the way in Hong Kong at the moment. Carter. He has been so good for the Bulls tonight. Really, their saving grace. 24 points. He's 3 of 5 from deep now.
Him and Ty have been great for them. Kind of two bright lights for a Bulls team that's struggled on the road here this evening. You have these games, though.
Well, it's been all gas, no brakes, really, for the Saints. They started hot, and they've just continued that. You know, the third quarter was equally as dominant, which can typically be the hard stretch, 31, 37, and 36-point quarters, respectively.
Yeah, and again, they're I mean, they've been hanging their hat on the boards. They've been doubled up right now significantly. They're also a great shooting team to start the season, but struggled a little bit, which is not uncommon on the road. So a couple of areas where they've been really good early in the season, they've struggled with tonight, and the Saints have taken advantage of that. Also, fast break points, generally pretty good at turning that defense into offense. Tonight, they've only got 9. The Saints are at 16 already, and 104 points on the board. You can see that they've been pretty effective.
And yeah, just firing on all cylinders, 60% from the field, almost 70% of all 2 points made, 42% from deep, 9 of 21, and 86% from the Chemist Warehouse stripe, 13 offensive rebounds for 13 second chance points. The biggest lead was 40.
I mean, I'm throwing Mr. Perry and Peyton Hughes out there for a little bit, Maya, and just telling
100%.
them, you know what? Let's go. You got 5 fouls, show me something.
Yeah. Well, we spoke about this last night in the game. Most Elijah people 3 ever, love it. We spoke about this in the...
They are 40. He is a baller. I'm sorry, Maya.
Manawatu Jets and Southland Sharks, a similar kind of makeup. Wasn't this kind of deficit, but it was a blowout, as you could say. And, you were speaking about the importance of the guys that play Rapid League and they train every day with these guys and don't get the same, court time and exertion as, your main guys do. And in situations like this is a great time to give back.
Not to be that guy, but you all had 33 minutes to show me what you got. All right, let me get my 8-9.
Yeah. Just give me 5.
Yeah.
I swear that's all I need. It's a big commitment being part of an NBL team. Some may not know the kind of structure, but it's almost an everyday commitment. Training hard. There's so many facets to it outside of just your trainings. You've got film, scout, all the rest.
And having done both, being the guy that gets all the minutes and all the shots, and being the brother at the end of the bench filling up the drink bottles, the reality is, this is a team sport and you need those brothers. And often they have to work harder during the year because they don't play minutes. They end up training more than the guys that get all the shine and have to wait their turn. Oh, the double alley-oop.
How good was that, though? I don't know if you caught that, LT, but Davison urging Latu to come with him in transition, and he wanted to give him the lay.
He was trying to feed him for sure, and right on cue.
There he is.
I like it.
Brody Perry in the mix. Franklin Hero.
Yeah, he'll bang a few bodies in there.
Latu. Davidson's like, lay the ball up, man.
I can't score from behind the basket, young fella.
Carter still working, and so is Pepper. He's played 27 minutes tonight, 23 points.
And again, if I'm the Bulls, without the coach telling me, I am getting up and I'm pressuring. Like, I'm not just going to run back and let Carter line me up and shoot threes. I might even commit a hard foul just to let them know that I'm in the building.
Do what you got to do.
Yeah. Good hustle.
Oh, and takes out the table.
I really respect
on the way
that.
out.
Again, you can learn. A loss is not a loss. It's a lesson, unless you let it be. And you can tell a lot about people's character in these type of games,
And you love to see it from an import as well, not typically exerting those kind of qualities. I think the best to ever do it that I've seen, Josiah Alec.
Yes.
Last year's MVP for the Southland Sharks. He was all over it all the time.
He definitely sticks out as one. You're right. He had mad energy on the boards and just the intangibles, hustle. Cut from I heard Stephen Adams talking about the Mika Vakona cloth.
Yep. Boyd. Here we go again.
Get it back.
Whose is it? Davidson. Oh! Tried to put Witt in the blender. We'll go to the Chemist Warehouse anyway.
That was smart from Witt.
Yeah.
You could tell.
He's like, no.
He's like, okay, Zay, you can have the lay, but we are not giving up a poster.
Not getting a highlight reel and not being the main focus. That was,
could have been clean.
Yeah, I don't want to say it, but it did kind of look clean.
I mean, no lie, in some of these games when the results this significant, everybody gets, everyone gets caught up in the momentum of it.
Yeah.
The players and the referees, both sides, and you just kind of accept stuff that normally you'd be a little bit more resistant to.
Yeah, that's a great point. Davison makes a count anyway. Didn't get a dunk.
Great rebound.
Goes 1-2 from the strike. It's Carter's 8th rebound of the game, 3 of which are offensive. pass, Boyd. Can't nail it. Another rebound under Davison's belt. Oh, lovely. Was perfect until Pilcher just couldn't get a hand on it. Nice pass in transition from Davison through the needle.
Transition just continues to be a massive issue for this Bulls group against the Saints outfit that's just running them out the building right now. And Simon Muir checking in. Had a great showing in the Rapid League. Right now he's in line to be the Rapid League MVP. Aubrey Chunga pressuring Darren Boyd, the import there. Whew. Right back at you, young fella.
We're all alone. Davison, same board in the last position. Nice pass. That's just perfect.
It is, and it's great offense, but very little defense, I would say. Just kind of standing right behind him under the backboard.
Yeah, got to do your work early. 42 points, the lead. And turnover. Anderson just slipped through his hands off the pass from Carter.
If you were to cut the court in half right now through the split line, and I think like tag, if you watch the Saints, they get the ball 2, 3, 4 times across the court. Franklin kind of seemed to be force-feeding the ball down the same side of the court a lot and getting caught in traffic. Great dunk there from Jace Carter on the break.
Davison finds the cutting Hunt. Oh, loses it a little bit, somehow comes up with it. Tried to make something work. I mean, why not? You're up 40. Oh, Muner giving a little bit of that physicality. That's what you're talking about, Lindsay. That's what you like to see.
I do again. You see the young man check in and limited minutes, and love the way that he's chest in front. Same thing from Boyd. That's a physical guard playing downhill, and he'll get rewarded for it with a couple of free throws. Continuing to battle for his outfit here this evening on the road.
He's had a good night this evening, Darren Boyd. 14 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, the 25-year-old. Just finished up his rookie pro season in the G League. Had a 5-year collegiate career.
Now they'll extend off the free throw, a little bit of pressure, but Smoke and Mirrors just fall back. And again, what a better opportunity there to apply a little bit of pressure if you're the Bulls. Here we go, Zion Anderson with a great steal and push.
Saw Carlin Davison, thought, uh-oh, but Muner got in there with the hand first. Take another look at that.
Zion, he played for out of Ross Mini. Great young talent. Matt Lacey had some uber strong teams coming out of there and winning national championships. Head coach of the Tauranga Whai now.
Yeah, he played for the Whai in 2024.
Yeah.
Anderson in his second year with the Bulls this year. He's 22 years old, out of North Harbour, like you said. Sister Asia Anderson, a part of the 3-on-3 Tall Ferns squad these last couple of years. She plays for the Kahoo.
Anderson whānau, very talented whānau.
Very talented.
Rugby league whānau. I got an Anderson in my basketball team. He's a first 15 and a basketball player, very talented whānau.
And mother, Saini Anderson, works for the North Harbour Basketball Association as well. Getting it done, all counts.
Yeah. My man Aubrey Chonga turning the corner, and great hang time there. Coach Young emptying his bench. Arthur Pilcher saying goal. Getting some much deserved burn here the last 5 minutes.
Chunga makes it count from the Kim's Warehouse. He's up to 9 points. Alfred and Davison, pretty stoked with tonight. Pretty fair enough to be.
Handle business.
Can't
Get out of
complain.
here early. You say, that's you fellas.
Put
Get
your
undo
feet
them
up.
shoelaces, yo.
Yeah, put your feet up.
Get you a little hydration. Great catch.
Yeah, Carter just so elite. He's so good. So good at basketball.
He is, and again, this is a time though for the second unit for the Saints to prove their worth and lock in and make sure that they stick to their standards.
Okay, little man. Okay. They're moving and beat as well. I like it. Crowd out here in Potty are getting down. Carter, good. 29 points, nearing 30-point mark. He's got 9 rebounds as well, 2 assists and 2 steals.
Coach Young doing a great job of getting his second unit in to finish this game. Coach Ryan will leave 3 of his starters in there where they try and dig into this gap a little bit to finish this game, make things respectable.
Pilcher, Muna opts to slow things down.
Your time and score here for the Saints. They in no hurry to score unnecessarily. Great action. Got the corner if he wants it.
Nice, great basketball goal.
But
So efficient.
We'll go to the corner cut, Maya. It's been effective all night.
It's been a thing or two tonight. Gold, the beneficiary of a couple of those cuts himself.
Oh, nice.
Terry, a Franklin favourite.
Oh, great rebound. They'll continue to play in trans with this pace, the Saints, even their second unit.
Muna works on it. Finds Brody Perry, actually, as they go in transition. Oh, nice handle, Carter. Carter through the lane, silky smooth, draws the foul. Carter putting in a shift, getting to the rim, getting himself to the Chemist Warehouse stride.
You can see just on that previous action for young Hassan, you know, that'll be his learning, transitioning from Rapid League up to the cells, just making sure that your actions are quick and decisive and clean and not getting bogged down. Jace Carter just continuing to plug away.
Just 13 fouls tonight for the Wellington Saints, 7 of which Carter has drawn. He's done a great job being effective. Pretty hard to stop.
I'm throwing all of them boys in right now.
Oh, Zeke.
Young men, I'm sorry.
Zeke Otinoki had a
Let's
great
go.
Rapid League game. Getting a run. No one waiting in the wings. Alex Blackmore, actually. Alex Blackmore waiting in the wings for the Wellington Saints. Still, everyone else has been checked in. Urangi gets back in the mix. He's been really good tonight. 8 points, hasn't missed a shot. Latu. Nuna in the top 3 for MVP rankings in the Rapid League. Out of St. Pat Silverstream.
I want to see somebody move.
Yeah, there's no one in the corner, buddy. Didn't even look, he just threw it right into the side, Chunga. Whoopsies.
You know, it's kind of a high-level play. You know what I mean? Like, he just expected his...
Someone should beat it.
Yeah. That's a one more. It's like 0.5, they call that. You got 0.5 seconds to make a decision. He made his decision. Great hands.
Didn't even look at that one either. He's just doing his work without even looking at anything. Love it. Carter, fair enough, got to pull it. Carter's got 31 on the evening. Pilcher.
Great find.
Through Latu. Finishes on Boyd. Good job, Darius Latu.
He long there, Latu.
Love this from the Saints. Still
Yeah,
applying
you do.
pressure in the backcourt,
Exactly
and
what
then
we
there you
need from
go.
our second unit.
Turnover, number 18 for the Franklin Bulls.
And we've got a couple of imports back there as well who, you know, should know a lot better and need to get organized.
I mean, in saying that, the Wellington Saints also with 18 turnovers. They wouldn't be overly happy about that in a game like this.
A little bit sloppy at times.
Gold. Oh, good.
Nothing better than putting 120 on the board and knowing that you can be significantly better.
Perry, too long in the corner. Boyd hits it out of bounds.
Pretty sure they've still got at least another piece to add to the puzzle, the Saints.
Hiram Harris,
Yeah,
still yet
he's
to
like one
return.
of my favorites.
Yep, I think he's
He
got
a doggy dog, Hiram, so
it's got to be an alternate
he brings
favourite,
a
surely.
toughness to the group that's different.
He's playing in Japan right now, as he has been the last couple of seasons. He was the finals MVP last year in 2026. Junga, I'm not sure if that was
Did
meant
you
to be a
steal a
pass.
layup?
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
I see my son do that on the trampoline today. That was, I don't know if I've seen that play before.
I mean, it's a bucket either way for the Wellington Saints. You know, he can count the assist.
Yeah, that looked like a lay that
Let's have a look.
Caught. Wow.
Sorry, bro.
I would love to see what they categorize that at statistically.
I think he apologised to Muna for taking...
An assist. He got an assist. Hassan.
That's hilarious. I mean, you got to give your flowers to Jace Carter here, Lindsay. 31 points on the evening, shooting it at 60%. 3 of 7 from deep. It's been 34 minutes.
You can't hate it all. You've seen him crashing into the signs before, so even though that they're got a significant deficit here, you can't fault his character at all. He's really put on a great effort tonight in regards to leaving on the floor. Both teams emptying their bench here to finish this last 2 minutes. Zeke Otonuku checking in the game, had a great rapid league for the Bulls earlier on. And Peyton Hughes getting some burn as well.
Nice basketball pilcher. Latu, he does a really good job. He's got a knack for the O board.
He does. He's energetic and long and did a great job there of tagging up or crashing down, and he'll get an extra position for the Saints here. Baseline out of bounds.
There he is. Finds Muna. Chunga. Gold. Can't go better from that spot. Perry grabs it. Feels like we're back in Rapid League.
We are.
Seville, great handle. To Nuku. Kelso, back to Seville.
And
Shot
probably
clock
the
at
best
5.
action that the Bulls have had in a long time there.
That was a great
Got it
look.
to third, 4 sides of the court. Everyone touched the ball, had a little bit of movement.
Unfortunate turnover there for the Bulls. That'll mark number 19.
We'll show a little bit of extended pressure here, the young fellas. My man Phil Hartley back there. He's been managing forever. Shout out Phil.
Love that.
Hit him with the chicken leg. That's the guy over there.
I mean, there's so many people that make up an organisation that we should be
Get up, young
grateful
fella.
for. Here we
He
go.
said, nah.
Shoulder highlight play after highlight
Right back.
play.
Hey, and hit him with the backboard slam.
So good. So good from the Wellington Saints. Oh, yeah, give me that, Hughes. Hughes connects. Something goes right for
That is
the
what
Bulls.
Peyton Hughes can do. Don't leave him open.
Yep, dangerous scenes. Under a minute to go on this one. Peary, a Franklin favourite, Brody Peary, an unorthodox lay.
Spin move Euro.
Couple of possessions left inside this one before the Wellington Saints walk away.
Corner cut.
It just works like a charm, doesn't it?
Great find there from Hassan. That's an easy fix for the Bulls. You know, you probably take away 12, 14 points just from being a little bit more active and sitting down, using your pistols, as they say, on the weak side and seeing two.
Last position here for the Wellington Saints. Chunga, Pilcher, bucket. 126 points on the evening for the Saints. They'll use their BNZ player timeout, the Franklin Bulls, for their final
You're going to
possession.
give up 3 layups in a row and then use your player timeout? Still? Come on, man.
They need that final shot, Lindsay. We need a Brody Peary 3.
Stop, that's what they need.
Scan that QR code for your chance to win a ticket to the big game. 5,000 tickets available across the season for your school, community or school groups. Scan the QR code, chuck in your deets. Final look here. Surely we're going to Brody Peary. Seville. Surveying. Otunuku. Hughes. One final look. It's no good. And the Saints, they stamped all over the Franklin Bulls here this evening. From the tip-off to the final buzzer, they excelled. 126-88. Their biggest lead was 42. And me, oh my, do we see some talent out there tonight, Lindsay?
we sure did an impressive showing for Coach Young and the Wellington Saints coming out here to Te Rauparaha and putting on a show tonight. They were formidable. I'm sure if the other teams are sitting at home watching this on Mother's Day, you know, you'll be taking notes. They're going to be a serious issue, the Saints. And for the Bulls, it was a tough outing. You know, they showed some positive signs at times, but plenty of room for growth. So they'll go back home, back up to Tamaki and, you know, watch that tape and look at how they can get better for their next game. A quick turnaround for them.
So the Saints, they moved to 4-2. Bulls moved to 3-4. Of course, they're bouncing back against the 102 Jets on Wednesday evening. The Franklin Bulls. The Saints have a little bit longer between drinks before they play the Taranaki Ears on Saturday. Some dominant performances across the board. Love to see this brotherhood here as well. Arms around each other. Latu getting some love from Davison as well.
He's saying, next time I throw you that lob, young fella,
Don't you
go up
dare
there and
go
put that
back
thing in there. Yeah, it's beautiful to see, though, you know. Again, I'm such a dinosaur. I've been around when Colin was the young guy having his arm put around him, and now he's paying it forward, so it's beautiful to see.
Saints giving some love to the crowd that showed out here in Wharirua. Tiro Paraha Arena, who's how to put it on.
Oh, yeah, the mascot signing autographs too. Okay, I see you, my boy.
Here we go. Look at these performances. I
Everybody scored double digits for the Saints.
You got to give your flowers to Carter and Witt, who worked, but Ingram, Pepper, 26 and 23, Hunt, 14, Davison and Alia, 13 apiece.
And McGilla, the gorilla, had 11. Oh, no, love it.
11 signatures on his way out. Alia, double-double with 12 rebounds. Carter just missed the double-double himself, 9.
Leo, real impressive on the boards and had a whole lot of tip outs as well that won't get acknowledged as rebounds, but he was great. Love what I've seen from him. Whew. The league leader will give you 10 and Isaiah say, okay, man, you want to come down to my neighborhood? I'm going to show you a few dimes myself. Carlin continuing to do his thing with 6, and Mr. Pepper not only putting that ball in the basket, sharing it with his teammates as well.
Sam Gold getting in there defensively. Davison and Chunga in that last burst that he had, really good.
Yeah, that was the block. That was a block right there. Shame that only shows up as 1, huh?
Yeah, I know. Oh, wow, look at that. Turnovers galore today.
Great defense.
Great defense.
Glass half full.
We'll put it as today. Witt got 4. Brody Perry in a short time got 3. Some impressive feat. Dante Ingram, how good was he today?
He was great.
26 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists for Dante Ingram, and a steal in there as well. He was 72% from the field. How about that? Aaron Young and his youngin'. So
Ain't nothing
cute.
better. They don't care whether you won or lost. They just care that you're there. It's beautiful.
And on Mother's Day as well, of course, we want to give all our love to a fantastic Wahine tour. Made the world go round.
Yeah, love you, Ma.
On this special day.
Appreciate you all.
Pepper stretching out after a 23-point performance.
Remember we used to walk back to the locker room?
Nah, then more we look after our bodies now.
We lied.
Upcoming fixtures here. So the Bulls, they're going to have to bounce back pretty quickly as they take on the Jets back at home on Wednesday evening to kick off round 6. The Sharks and the Tuatara, that's a great game. The Tuatara jumped to first on the table this evening with the win over the Giants, Lindsay, so that's going to be a good one.
Great game. Tune in Thursday.
Jets and the Phi. So a big week for the Manawatu Jets. Couldn't come at a worse time for them. They play the Phi on Friday. Then the Saints, they go again in Hawera against the Ears on Saturday afternoon. Plenty of hopes still to come. It's unpredictable from here.
Yeah, if you're in Howard or pull up, you know, you'll see one of the best teams in the country, some of the top talent in the Southern Hemisphere get along and support.
Well, the Saints, they got it done in dominant fashion this evening. Defending champions looking to go back-to-back. They are at that caliber at least at this point. 126-88 was the win. Thank you so much for joining us from wherever that was, Sky Sport, ESPN, or FIBA YouTube. Happy Mother's Day, and ka kite anō.